1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, besties, and welcome back to another episode of I Am Besties. As always, I am your host, Vanessa Cazarez, and I'm so excited because I have my lovely cousin Leslie here and her beautiful best friend Jazmin.
Hi.
I love these girlies so much, and this show is called I Am Besties, so I thought, what would be better than having two besties that I love and adore, my cousin and her BFF. They're fucking amazing, so I'm so excited for today's show. But before we jump right in, I do want to have a little announcement. What can I speak today? I have a little announcement for you guys. So as you guys probably have noticed, Steph hasn't been joining us a lot recently. And we just want to give you guys a little update on that. Honestly, she has been going through a lot, especially if you guys follow her on her socials. I'm pretty sure you guys already have an idea. Just a lot of personal matters with her and family. So she hasn't been able to be with us as often, but send her all of your love, send her all of your prayers. She is here with us in spirit and we love her. And any more updates, we'll keep you guys posted. So that is pretty much what's going on right now, why you guys haven't been seeing her. So yes, just send her your best, and we look forward to seeing her here soon, and we'll give you guys updates whenever we get them. So without further ado,
let's get into it.
Ladies, I'm so excited to have you guys here. Thank you for joining me.
I'm excited to be here. Having us.
I'm so excited to have some girl talk. I miss it.
I know.
Don't you guys fucking love girl talk, bitch?
Yes.
It's like the best thing. Like you could just start talking with your friends and then
just never
get into it.
No,
never really stop.
We really do be getting into it. But let's start from the beginning. We were in the womb.
This is how it started. My mom and my dad met.
So they were
a love story.
So yeah, you guys are besties. I want to know, how'd you guys meet? Let's just get into it.
Well, I mean, everyone, we just met how everyone meets right now on social media. I shot my friendship shot.
Oh, we'd love to hear that.
Yeah. It wasn't like I DM'd her or anything. I just followed her because I had seen her. It's so funny. I literally just saw her randomly. I was looking up somebody else from an old friend that I had, her followers. I was looking up somebody else that had a similar name, and she came up, and I literally just remember seeing her profile picture, and I was like, oh, she's cute. And I remember going on her profile, and I was like, oh, she's so cute. I love how she dresses. I literally and I love dressing up, and I was like, oh, she loves dressing up.
She caught the
love
vibe,
it.
y'all.
So I literally got on my phone because I think I was
Jesus, I went that way.
Okay, no. So I remember I was on her phone, and I literally got on my phone, looked her up and followed her myself. And then from there, I think she followed me, and then it was just regular back and forth,
we started commenting and stuff.
DMing,
Who was the first comment?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be able to tell you. Probably me though. I'm not very
yeah, because I feel like I wouldn't have if she didn't start, because I'm she followed, and I didn't know who she was, and then I started to see her on a mutual girls thing, and I was like, oh, they're friends. I was like, oh, okay, she's around. I kind of know her around same kind of friend group. So I was like, oh, she's cute.
Yeah, and then we as time went on, I think it was only for a couple months, because I've only known her for a year.
It's gonna be a year.
It hasn't even
been a year.
Yeah, and the fact that we got so close is crazy.
In one outing.
But it just goes to show when you really click with somebody even
that
just in friendships.
Starts.
Yeah,
it doesn't even have to be pushed.
There's no really awkward stage of a friendship. It was just instantly felt comfortable just hanging out all the time.
Yeah, literally after that we were okay, we're in lock.
Yeah,
every day.
The fuck down. But can I curse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was I wasn't sure.
No,
I was
yes,
yeah. And so we literally I think we hung out one time. We just went to dinner, and it was literally just cool. We talked we just knew each other, and we both love to talk.
Even now we're Vanessa, go over each other, and we're okay, you go first.
Yeah, I'm okay, you go.
Okay.
You go.
Or sometimes we'll just go forever and never, but we still hear our own
it's
the
so
conversation.
Crazy, the fact that we can talk over each other and
still hear the whole thing.
Another conversation.
Honestly, it's so important. I think when it comes to speaking over each other, I think to know that you're able to do that, because some people, it rubs them the wrong way. They don't like it.
Yeah.
They're
like,
it's important to meet someone that like they know that even though you interrupt, they're still gonna get what they want to say.
I'm listening to what you're saying.
Like I'm just so excited of what you're saying that I'm gonna get out what I want to say too. And it's like
exactly.
But like there's not gonna be like a silent moment. I'm not gonna be like, okay.
But like I feel like that's another thing, because I was gonna say like
unless
we
like,
still have like I feel like now we've gone to a point where we can definitely be like just chilling and like we don't have to talk.
Not a damn word.
Yeah, we're like, together, but we're like doing our own thing. Yeah, literally just vibes.
In the beginning, it was no silent moments, but I feel like now we've just
because we're like and we like live together, so because we're like constantly together, like we see everything that we do, so it's not like I have to tell her anything new. Yeah. So now I'm like, let me go to Target, let me go do something over here by myself. Let me see what I like. Let me tell you what I found later. You know?
I do like I have a little bit like more separate stuff now. You know?
I love that.
Yeah. Before I feel like we were doing like everything together like all the time.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I'm like, oh, I go to the gym and like she'll go do something while I'm at the gym, and it's like we have like time. Stuff so when we meet up again, we'll like have a whole bunch of new stuff to say and like all this stuff. So it's never
like a little relationship. I love that.
I mean,
and it's funny because I actually heard that in order for like relationship wise, and I'm pretty sure you can apply it to like friendships. In order for it to thrive like in a healthy way, it's important for you guys to still do things individually.
Your own thing,
exactly. Because like you said, you get to a point where you know everything about someone, and then you're just like, oh well, like what do I share? You know. Yeah. But if you keep doing things like alone, when you guys come together, you're gonna have
there's always gonna be something to talk about. Yeah.
So then you guys went to the trip, right?
So we just met that one time, and then we kept making plans to like hang out, but like something would always get in our way. Like the first time we wanted to hang out,
when we first tried to hang out, it took us like 4 or 5 months.
It took us 5 months to hang out
because we were like, okay, this day, oh dude, I have to cancel because of this. Okay,
the fact that like
no, but like we were like for 5 months almost, and then we hung out like in August, like something in August, and then I remember because I was gonna go somewhere for my birthday, and then it took us all the way till October to hang out again. We would like try and it was the San Diego trip.
Yeah, that was when I had just like and like we were still like talking, like everything was cool. We were like in a group chat. Oh, okay. So like before October, so like September, I had started planning my birthday, and I was like, well, who do I invite? Like I didn't really like talk to a lot of people like at that point. Like actually like now in general, like as I'm older, like I'm kind of like, you know.
Yeah.
I only have like a certain amount, so I'm like, okay, who do I want? So like I was like, okay, so who am I gonna invite? So I invited like 2 other girls that I knew at the time, like somebody that I'd known for a minute. And then her, and like I had only met her once, so I was like, I really hope she can go, because like this is kind of like out of the way for her. Like I don't know if I told her she could bring somebody, but like that's if she wanted, because obviously like I wasn't gonna have her drive out there by herself to San Diego. We were gonna go to San Diego. And this bitch fucking drove 3 hours by herself.
No, it was 2, but like it was like 2. Something 2.
Oh, the drive after was like
no, it was like the drive after was crazy. No, I don't know like what. And if you would have known me back then, like I feel like back then was just a year ago, and I feel like I've changed so much. But like I would have never in my entire life, I don't even know how I went. Like I remember too, like telling my dad, like, I'm gonna just go with this girl. Like
I just met her.
Like I met her one time, but I was like, she was really cool. Like and I was like, I do want to do stuff, and like she's so fun. Like who cares? Like I want to start doing stuff. You know, like I wanted to stop like just staying in. So I was like, fuck it. Like I'm gonna just go. Like it's not even that far. You know, like 2 hours. You know, literally changed my life. I'm like literally completely 360. Like my life is so different than it was a year ago. Like it's completely different.
Just one choice.
And one thing, like really, everybody should really thank me for making the drive.
Okay.
Look at what we did.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding. No, but it really like after that, like we were literally not just me and her, but like our friend group, because it's 5 of us. Like we have literally been inseparable like since, and like and it's like it's such like a good friend group. Like I feel like
it's
we're
like a safe
all like,
and like peace and like understanding. I feel like very much so understanding. Yeah. Because we're 5 and like we're completely different like
people.
Except like I feel like with our morals or like really like what we feel, it's kind of the same, but like how we act, like what we do, like certain things of how we think are like completely different.
Totally different.
But like it all works out, and like I feel like we all have like a very good understanding of one another. So that's good.
I love that for you guys. It sounds like you guys definitely, like you said, you guys are different, but similar in a lot of ways. So you guys hold space for each other to be who you are and just, you know, uplift each other. And I noticed that you guys are always out doing like very like wholesome things together, and it's so sweet.
I love that. That's one of the things that I really love about them. Like I feel we always every time we do like little stuff like that you're saying, like wholesome, like we always talk about like how we're like healing like our inner child.
Yeah, we actually
like just like little stuff like that. Like, you know, I'm just like, oh, and like we really are just like, I mean, and it's so funny because I was just telling my mom recently, and she was just like, what do you mean? Like, you're not even that, like, she was on the phone with, like, my aunt, and she was like, what do you mean? You're not even, like, old. Like, I could say that. Yeah. And I was like, okay, like, I could say that too, though. Like, it doesn't, like, just because you're older, it doesn't mean, like, yeah, you could still, like, you know, and I'm trying to, like, I feel like, I just sent my parents to, like, me and my siblings sent them to, like, a Maná concert, which is, like, the first thing we've been, like, ever able to do for them. So, like, I'm so excited to be able to do more. Yeah. So, like, you know, I was like, you know, you could still do stuff that, you know, I know you could say that, but I can say that too. Just because, like, I'm not, like, older doesn't mean, like, there's not stuff that I need to heal as a child. Yeah, exactly. So, like, I kind of got upset with her. But anyways, that's off topic. No, and I think it's just, that's a whole nother thing.
What's up, besties? We just want to bring you a quick shout out from our sponsors at Manscaped. There's a certain confidence that comes from a fresh shave. There's an aura, a vibe. You know the feeling, and you can see the confidence when someone is well groomed. We call this BGE, Big Groomed Energy. And there's only one way to get that BGE, Manscaped. We'd like to introduce you their best and biggest ultimate hygiene bundle yet. The Platinum Package 4.0. Manscaped is a leader in men's below-the-waist grooming, and you can trust them with the rest of his body. Join the 4 million individuals worldwide who trust Manscaped by going on manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code BESTIES. One time there was this guy that I was dating, and honestly, over time I just learned that his grooming wasn't really the best. So I just wouldn't like to put my hands down there because honestly it just wasn't it. And if he would have had Manscaped, you know, and gotten his stuff together, it probably would have been a different story, y'all. So go get that. Manscaped's brand new Platinum Package 4.0 is the biggest bundle they've ever offered, giving you a bulk discount on Manscaped top products. Stop paying more for his grooming products, ladies. The Manscaped Platinum Package 4.0 is the one-stop shop for the man who deserves it all. They designed this package to allow you to fully align your entire hygiene routine with elite products. Inside this Platinum Package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Ultra Premium Body Wash, Ultra Premium 2-in-1 Shampoo plus Conditioner, Ultra Premium Deodorant, Crop Preserver Anti-Chafing Body Deodorant, Crop Reviver Ball Spray Toner, Anti-Chafing Boxers, and the Shed Travel Bag to hold all your goods while traveling. The Lawnmower 4.0 Body Trimmer and Weed Whacker Nose and Ear Hair Trimmer feature proprietary advanced skin-safe technology to protect his delicate parts and holes. Both are waterproof so you don't have to worry about his mess. In addition to shaving, you can now completely upgrade your shower routine with the Ultra Premium Body Wash and Ultra Premium 2-in-1 Shampoo plus Conditioner. This luxurious combo will seriously leave your skin and hair feeling hydrated and smelling fresh. Make sure you and your man don't forget to apply their aluminum-free Ultra Premium Deodorant for that cologne quality scent on the go. But it's not just his pits that stink, we know his balls can stink too. Thankfully, their Crop Preserver, Ball Deodorant, and Crop Reviver Ball Toner can solve this problem for you. Once you smell his sack, you'll never go back. Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts to their Platinum Package 4.0, the Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag. These boxers are so comfy, you'll need a pair for him and her. The Platinum Package 4.0 covers all the bases to keep you smooth and smelling good. This is the best bang for your buck. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code BESTIES at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com and use code BESTIES. Unlock your big groomed energy with Manscaped. And remember, when he trims the edges, the tree stands taller. And now back to regular paid programming. No, but it's important to also just realize that, like, they're trying their best, like, you know, like, they don't, and I totally with the kind of thinking that they have, you know, like, I feel like that's definitely one of the things that I've had to come to terms with my parents, where it's like I'm never gonna get the version of them that I want. I kind of just have to meet them where they're at and accept them for who they are. Because at the end of the day, like, look at us, like I think we're still fucking good, you know. Like, they did a good fucking job.
I don't know who did the job. No, I'm just kidding. No, my dad did a good ass job.
No, he did. Of course.
Period. But so I really think that, you know, it's, you know, those moments where it's just like, I feel you, girl. I've been going through stuff like that with my mom too, where it's like you kind of just want to tell them some shit, but then, you know, like, they're not gonna see it your way.
Like, you're not gonna see what I see. I'm just gonna be like, okay, bro, because then we're gonna start arguing.
And that's literally how I ended, and I was like, okay, She was doing my nails. I couldn't really leave. I was like, okay,
you're right, mom. That was a good one. You're like, that was really nice.
But I love that you found a community with like friendships, you know, because you know, I feel like that's kind of like a toxic way of thinking sometimes, where it's like, oh, like your family is like all you're gonna have, you know, like family first, you know, but it's important to realize that you could build like family, like really close, like with friendships with people, and you moved out here from Coachella, so you had to literally like start building like your community from like the ground up. You practically only had me when you moved out here, and then you literally, I love you, and then literally, so to see you now, you know, grinding and working your ass off with your homegirls that are all on the same grind, and you guys are all like really close together, that makes me feel really happy for you, you know, because
thank you.
I just love that for you as family, you know. She might cry. No, you're good. But it's little funny. You guys probably won't believe this, but Leslie and I used to actually fight a lot growing up, and it's
this bitch.
She was like,
she was like, we were really gonna get down a couple times, but you know what? Now looking back, let me tell you my perspective. Looking back, honestly, I feel like
she's like, explain me something. I've been wanting to know about it.
I've been wanting to think you brought it up.
No, I'm just kidding. No, honestly, you guys, I really, if I'm being honest, it really was it's a blur to me now, because I feel like there's been so much love now with us that I know. It's like I've been really like, I really feel like I don't even remember what the fuck we would fight about a lot of the time.
And it's just like little stuff that we talk about. We're like, we'll remember like those one times like we were like.
So Leslie always lived in Coachella, and we always lived out here in the IE. So like she would practically mostly, we would see her like in the summers when she would like come like spend the night for the whole summer.
I hated it. I wish I lived here. Like, you guys have no idea how that literally hurt me.
Yeah, no, I hated it too.
I'd be so sad.
Because even though we did fight a lot, I did feel like she was also the one that I liked hanging out with the most. It was weird.
Are you guys like the same ones of the same age, or there's others that were kind of the same age?
There's like groups. There's
actually.
like groups.
I feel like there's groups
27, 28, 25, whatever, like 30s, and then they had their own teenage years when we were like, what, like 10, like 11, whatever. And now
we're like in the early 20s.
Yeah.
And how many are in the early 20s group?
Like, it's like 5 of us.
Okay. Yeah.
Your sister, you, me.
Yeah. I had a group. We were all over here. She was the only one that wasn't.
Yeah.
And so
that's why I would always be like, oh, dang, they're all over there. Like,
yeah.
That's why I'd always try to be here every summer. Like,
you
literally,
like,
I would beg my parents. No, literally, I would cry to my parents begging, like, please let me go spend the summer over there. Like, please. Like, I don't want to be over here.
Over there by yourself.
And especially because, like, as a child, like, I went through so much stuff, like, within like middle school and stuff, like little bullying stuff. So like summer was like my time to shine. I was like, let me go with my cousins. Like, you know, like that's where like I'm gonna be like having the time of my life. So like literally.
And I hate that you're saying bullying, bitch, because we would fight. So it's like what?
Yeah.
She was like, cool. No, but you know like, what, you guys?
No, I'm just kidding.
So I don't even personally me, like I just remember like we would just fight over how old were you first off, like when you'd come, like middle school years?
I was in middle school, so I was like
never in high school.
11,
in high school you stopped.
No.
In high school you didn't come for the summers anymore. So I think it was mostly like middle school.
No, it was like middle school and elementary.
Yeah, you'd come. Yeah, and honestly I don't remember what we would fight about now, but I just remember we would it wasn't even crazy fighting, it was more like bickering. Like
and it was like little kid stuff. Like
shit.
It wasn't like we were like, it wasn't like crazy. Like, you know, like
she did literally this to me or something.
Yeah, she won't let me like play with, like, you know, or like she's like being mean, like literally, she's
Little
just being
like
mean,
kid
or
stuff.
little kid stuff.
Yeah,
like,
and we would do it to each other. So it'd be like, damn, one day I'd be having a good day, and then she'd be on some like moody shit.
Yeah.
And then she'd be having a good day, and then I'd be on some moody shit.
Yeah.
So it was like we would
it
just
was a little give and take.
Yeah,
like,
so we were both just like really like damn.
Yeah.
So honestly, I feel like that's what had to do with in high school, kind of you not coming around, because we grew up and like, dude, what's the point? Like we were like always arguing.
You kind of understand, like, bro, like I'm gonna go there and I'm about
like
to
exactly.
But I feel like too, like the time away kind of gave, not the time away, but just like as we grew and didn't see each other, like we were both going, or all of us have been going through our own stuff, and we were able to like grow from different things and everything. So I feel like when I moved out here, which was like when high school ended and stuff, like I was already at a place where I was like, that was like
a lot
childhood
of childish
stuff was
shit.
like so like out of the way. I moved out here and like we were together like 24/7. So,
no, literally. Yeah. And honestly, do you remember how that transition started happening? Because low-key, I don't remember. For me, it went from that and then like not seeing each other.
I do. Yeah. So I started coming out here. Here a lot in my senior year because I got a car. And I started going to parties.
Yes, that's how it started
happening. So in the IE Besties, I started going out in the IE a lot. And obviously you were out here and like
so that's how I think there was some
times. No, actually no. No. Yeah, there was like I think like only like twice or 3 times that it happened where I'd come out here and I'd specifically spend the night with you.
Yeah.
And then I'd go home. But most of the time I'd just come and leave the same night because I mean I had my car, so it wasn't any reason. But like sometimes I'd be like, oh, she's here, like
And we were both on
and
our
then
bullshit.
from then, yeah, literally. And then this bitch went and got pregnant, homie. Right when I moved over here. When I moved over here,
that was really the most saddest time of my life.
I was genuinely her. I wasn't her. I was happy for her. You know, go kids.
No,
go baby mama.
I was hurt with you. Trust me.
But
it
literally,
was hard.
and it's so. And I had been telling her like I'm gonna move out there. Like we're about
She
to
really
like
was.
be on.
Literally, don't get pregnant. Don't do shit. Like be careful.
No, I was, and I remember. I think she called me.
Hugo's fault.
She called me. I remember specifically, like if it was yesterday. I was on the bridge. I was on the bridge going back home to Coachella. I don't know if I was over here. I literally remember you called me.
Yeah,
she was like,
and you were like,
11:57.
guess what? No, literally, you were like, I don't even know what you said. We were like, bro, like you're like, bro, guess what? And I was like. And did I say it?
Yes.
Was I like, you're pregnant?
No, she said it.
I was like, you're pregnant. And I literally was like, immediately, like, I knew I was so hurt. Because I was like, no, this gonna fuck this up. Oh, God.
No, it really did. And I got pregnant. Dude, I found out I was pregnant in January, bitch. So the whole
and she
year.
Kept it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No. It's the same space.
No,
it's the same space. And you know what, bitch?
I don't think I claimed her today.
No. You know what?
That was a really hurtful time. No, I'm just kidding. I love him with all of my heart and soul.
It's okay, babe. I literally joke like that. So I can tell you. I literally joke like that all the time.
See? She gets me.
No.
I don't have to say I'm kidding.
We love it. I'm trying to smile right now because I'm literally thinking right now about like that. It's bringing up some feelings for me because I remember when I told you, dude, I actually really was like shocked. Really? Like I really was just like, this is my fucking like I was like, no fucking way, like this is not happening to me. Like
because I remember really like a week or two before we were like literally out partying.
Yes, we were.
I was like, yeah, we about to be lit this summer, like
dude. So I was literally shook. So when I told you, I was like, damn, it made it more real, you know, because you were like,
you finally kind of said it out.
I was like literally I was starting to tell my close friends. Literally, only Val knew at the time. She was the second person that I told, and I was like, bro, like this is crazy. And it's funny that you said that. I fucking kept it because I still. Dude, when I told you, I was still in the thoughts of like, am I gonna keep it or am I not? You know, like I really was like shook as fuck. Like I was scared. I was I was like just going through so many like emotions, and I was just like, fuck, you know.
I can imagine. I mean,
no, bitch, but literally, I will always cherish that like times we had before I got pregnant, because we did do a lot. We did do a lot of bullshit.
we were able to go out for like a good minute.
Yeah, and I mean, we go out now, so that's all that matters.
So we made up for it.
I made up for it, you know.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad he's like getting older now, because now I feel like now we're able to go out.
No, for sure.
Like, recently.
Dude, the first year, the first year was hell.
No, but I mean, no, and I totally understood. I mean, it's a baby. Like a baby is a lot. Like I took care of my niece, when she was born. Like, cause my sister-in-law and my brother went back to work, so I was like, me and my mom were like not her main, like,
she came back to work.
My sister-in-law would come back home, but like we were like the first one, so like I literally like didn't raise her, but like almost, you know, and like so I can't even imagine being like 24/7. So props to you,
dude. And that's why I always tell my friends and people watching, bitch, like fuck them kids.
She's like, let me be real with you.
It's always not my kid, but fuck them kids, you know, because I really, especially at this age, you know, and especially the vibe that you're on, you know, and bitch, what I tell you all the time, you better not get fucking pregnant. Like I'm always telling her, all my friends, I'm always like on
literally don't worry about it out here,
please. Because I didn't see it coming.
Don't even put that out there.
Be careful, y'all. Literally.
No,
be careful, y'all.
I besties.
Stay safe. Y'all good. But you know what, you guys? So that was kind of like, so now we're all in love now.
Yeah, so now we're like,
that was crazy.
We got over the whole child thing.
That was wild. That was a wild time. I don't even remember.
And it feels like forever ago like now too, because like now your baby's
he's gonna be 3 in 2 months.
Literally.
Time fucking flies. Dude, that's some long ass time ago.
I moved out here. Yeah, I moved out here in 2019.
You've already been out here for like a minute too. Yeah, so that's when you first came? Dang.
2018, I think. No, I moved out here in 2018.
Yeah, I found out I was pregnant 2019. The January, the freaking first month of the year. Dude, 2018 was a wild fucking year.
2018 was like a 26, like a sequel to 2016.
No, literally.
Because like it was lit. Like 2018, well, for me, like, I mean, we were out 2018.
No, we were
actually,
out.
That was
out.
And I think that was when I was already out of high school, so I was constantly out here, which is why we started hanging out and everything.
Yeah, for sure. Talking about going out and shit, do you guys have any BFF wild stories? Just something like that happened? Any fun moments, crazy moments?
Oh my God.
I'm like a million.
Yeah.
Share, please.
The first thing that comes to mind is my birthday trip to San Diego.
That was like literally probably one of the most
wildest. And I wasn't sober.
And you know what?
I wasn't sober for it. I got told this story.
Oh shit, you blacked
out.
So
like, it was but I mean I was still
coherent. It was her birthday, so we were like, you go ahead, baby, go ahead, you know. So we let her do whatever, but that was also the first night that I met her other 2 friends that she had invited to the trip. So like literally, I was out in San Diego with 3 girls that I like. Leslie, I knew a little bit. The other 2 girls I didn't. We were all gonna get drunk together. Like we were all like, I was just like, and I was
the way that I invited like different people from like,
different like little friend groups,
and it wasn't even different friend groups. It was just like random friends that I was like I've been talking to you. Like at the time wasn't really like my friendships weren't really like established back then. So I was kind of just doing my own thing. I was like, oh well, I'll invite whoever is like making me happy and like and like giving me a good or not giving
whoever
me a good time.
Vibing with
exactly. And I was like, whoever makes me happy.
So like, and they were. Obviously, I'm like best friends with one of them now, but the other girl, she was really cool. Like she was super nice, you know. And like I'm over here, like damn, like I don't know any of these girls. Like only my really close friends that I've grown up with, like have ever seen me drunk. I was like, damn, should I drink? Like should I just let these girls?
Like and how much?
And like should I like limit myself? Like we're over here talking about like oh yeah, we're gonna go drink, and I'm like damn, you know.
We were on
we did that. We did that. We definitely.
Yeah.
We went in and
mixed, like it was nobody's business.
Like we were just like this, like dark light.
My friend's phone got stolen
mid
ass shake.
Somebody
just
swipe
from her bag. And why is her bag see through? Why did she bring a see through bag?
Why did she realize
It was like
as soon as the person was walking out the club, and she tried to go after them.
Yeah,
she ended up in TJ by the end of the night.
No,
but on top of that, her phone case was like a wallet.
A wallet.
Her ID and her card. And we were gonna be in San Diego the whole weekend. She didn't have an ID. We were still gonna have first hour.
Oh yeah.
First of all,
because we got there pretty late.
Drunk AF for the first hour. Like,
so no. I was like, I had been drinking, but it hadn't hit me yet. So I was drinking
at the hotel and stuff.
Yeah. So like it hadn't hit me yet. So it hit me like after she lost her phone, and like I was inside. Like, I was inside. I was vibing. I was like,
bro, I don't know my friends
like, God help you, babe.
I'm the girl that, like, leaves when she's drunk and just wanders. That reminds me of a story in Palm Springs. When we got to Palm Springs recently, like 2 weeks ago, and we just off topic.
Real quick.
We went to Palm Springs recently, and, like, with, like, some of our coworker and her friends, because it was her birthday. Mm-hmm. And, like, we got drunk because, like, as soon as we got there, like, we went right after work. So it was, like, 11 or 12 when we got
pulled
to
up
Palm
with,
Springs.
like, 5 shots waiting for us. Like, as soon as we parked, she was, like, here.
Like,
parking,
literally, outside the garage.
Like,
here.
outside.
Like,
they were outside waiting for us. Yeah. We go inside, and she was, like, here, back to back, back to back. They were like, you guys are going to be on our level.
Literally, I don't know what happened, but I ended up in the pool by myself. Like, everybody was inside partying.
Mermaids by herself.
I was in the pool, like, swimming, bro. I had my makeup on. I don't even remember. Like,
she took her lashes off and everything.
And my friend, I guess, like, the coworker we were there for, like, one of her friends was like, hey, like, go check on her friend. Like, she's mad.
She was like, she's over there by herself.
And
like,
then, like,
and literally me, I was like, don't mind her. She's just swimming, like, literally doing her own thing. She'll be good. I was like, she'll be back.
The only thing I heard when I went outside was, like, your little, like, the paddles of your feet on the water. And I was, like, living my best life swimming.
She had a little H2O moment.
Yeah, anyway, so back to San Diego.
Hey, wait, don't lie. You think you were in, like, in a music video or some shit?
No, literally. Maybe they'll come find me right now.
She was like, I'm
mysterious.
She's listening to Marvin's Room and shit. She's all floating in the water.
Then I'm, like, swimming backwards.
Literally face down in the water.
Not face down. Hey, you're going through it. Hey, you're face down in the water, bitch. You're going through it.
In the water.
Chilling. I'm dead. Anyways.
So back to the SD. She lost the wallet. She lost the phone.
So I'm, like, doing my own thing, and she's, like, outside, like, trying to, like, call her brother so her brother could get into her laptop to lock the phone.
Yeah.
So, like, it's a whole thing going on outside,
literally,
like, with her.
It's like, it's hectic.
Yeah. And, like, dude, I feel so bad.
And she was so nice, and it was the first time that I met her, and, like, I was already so close with her. Like, obviously, we were drunk. Like, we were already, like, hugging, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is my girl. Like, like, literally first night, everything. So I was, like, outside, like, trying to help her, but she's so sweet. Like, she didn't want to, like, ruin the night or, like be an inconvenience. She was like, you guys go have fun. You know, like, I'm going to figure this out. So, like.
Who was it?
Lobo?
Yeah,
I feel so bad for her.
Literally happened, like, again, not too long ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I love my girl, but we gotta keep track of them phones.
Yeah. And she needs to get another fucking case. Anyways, so, like, that happens and we're inside. And then whatever. She comes back inside because I guess she's like, I mean, they already,
what are we gonna do?
I think Christian, her brother, had already locked the phone, and, like, he had typed a message. You could type you know how you could type a message and it'll come up on a lost phone, like.
Yeah.
Whatever. So she typed, like, please give back. Or he typed, like, please give back phone. Or no, he typed something like, you better give back the phone. Like, or you bitch. Like, whatever. Like, something like that.
And she was like, put something nice so they can give it back to me. Literally, they were in TJ.
And they were already, like, in Tijuana, bro. Like, they did.
They literally grabbed the phone and did.
It would ping every once in a while, like, in TJ still.
Yeah.
And then, anyway, so the night ends. And we're, like, it's me, Jazz, Lobo, and my friend Karina at the time, and we're all, like, faded, like, drunk. And the club ends, and we have to go to, like, a certain spot because where we're at, like, it's, like, the roads are closed so people can walk. Like, it's, like, the San Diego, like, downtown. I don't know what it's called, really. Like, lamp?
Gas
lamp.
Gas lamp. There you go. I was like, lamp something. And so we have to, like, go, like, walk to a certain spot so the Uber can pick us up. And as we're walking, like, hella people, like, literally, first of all, we take all of us our heels off, ass out. Like, I guess we're faded. Like, my dress was up at one point. my friend's skirt.
We were all trying to,
but they were helping us. No, they were like
we weren't pulling just letting nobody, so we were, but she sat down to take her heels off.
I literally sat down on the sidewalk to take my heels off. I was trying to help my friend take her other heels off.
I have pictures.
I have a video. We went into this random restaurant. I don't know why they let us into their restaurant, but they let us use their restroom. And but they were already closed, so I was like, thank you. So
there was 5 of us in a bathroom, and my friend is recording us, and we're just you can literally everything. We're just, it was,
I don't even know.
Honestly, those nights are so fun.
But it was so, and that's actually how we remembered a lot of it, because we do like to record. We're really big memories, see it later. Nobody will watch it. This will die with this video, but
it's just all get to laugh about it
later, you know.
That's
so that's how we saw a lot of the night, and it was.
The next morning, it's so funny because the other girl that was with us, my friend Karina, she had just gotten her phone fixed the day that she had gone to San Diego, the night she showed up.
Morning. Mm-hmm.
The next morning, she drops her phone.
Shattered. Instantly shuts off. Instantly shuts off.
So we're 2 phones down at this point. At this point. So we're damn, should we leave?
She lost her card. And she was using Apple Pay everywhere. She was using 2 phones and 2 cards.
And on top of that, so her card, so she had to ask her boyfriend to put money in that card that she had. Her phone shatters, can't even text him anymore at this point. So she ends up leaving. Sometimes I think if she would have stayed, would she be in the group, just because of how close we are now? But it's she had to leave. She had to leave. She would literally had nothing. So you know, and whatever. We were about to leave too, so it was it's okay. You could just leave early, whatever. Yeah. We were just gonna do brunch and head home. So she ended up leaving, and then
I was just thinking, I was like, wait, what? Okay, nothing. I was like, how many days did we stay out there? Because didn't the guys go too? Or was that a different trip?
Oh, no. We stayed in... Did we stay in... Oh, we stayed in the night. We just stayed in the night.
Yeah, Karina left that morning. And Lobos just stayed.
So she actually left a whole day earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, she actually... Because I remember I had some of my other guy friends, they showed up, and we got lit, and we actually had a good night that day.
That day
despite
made up for
everything,
the day before.
They were you guys, listen.
Bro, it was really funny because they tried to control everything, and
they really were please let us help you guys have a good time, because we were telling them about everything that had happened. They're like, we're so sorry. They're like, dang, dude, you guys are really going through it. So we're that night we actually went to a good club that was lit, and it was funny because we weren't actually gonna go to that club. We were in line for another one. Mm-hmm. Oh, we were in line for the same. We were in line for the same club that we had gone to.
Why would we do that?
Yeah, I don't know. But this promoter guy had come up to me and my friend Lobo, because me and Lobo were well, we were in line, and it was my birthday, so I was I want to go walk around. I don't want to stay in line this entire time. It was really long. So I was while they're waiting in line, let's go walk around. And this promoter guy caught up to us. Anyways, he ended up taking us to this club, and it was really lit, and my birthday ended up being really fun.
Really fun.
So,
yeah.
And nothing crazy, just fun vibes.
So the...
You're like, wait, let me finish.
Now I'm forgetting the whole taser thing. So that night at the night that my friend's phone got stolen, on top of her losing her phone, she instantly sobered up because of everything.
Yeah.
She ended up taking care of us. I don't know if you were sober.
Were you kind of sober? I was drunk as fuck. Okay. No, because remember I was we all couldn't even walk. I could walk a little bit, but we were tumbling, we were.
So
drunk.
It was just
I can remember some clips, for sure.
And it's only because of the videos.
And it was because the videos were kind of memory, you know.
So it was just her and her taser. So we're walking, and there's men, right? So
our dresses are coming up, we're walking barefoot, literally, and we're all pretty girls, you know, we were all dressed, you know, how we dressed to go out, and it was really bad, and
so literally, I remember, I think it was when we were sitting down and we were taking our heels off, that these guys came up to us, and they were no. They were with us, walking behind us at the time, and we sat down, we started taking our heels off, and they were oh no, come with us, we're gonna go back to our place.
Dude, literally they were trying to take us back. Literally, and we were bro, we just met you, you're tripping.
I don't know if I was saying no, but I feel if Oh, no, because I think I got into a fight. It was drunk. When I'm drunk, I get into it with, like, I'm like,
she gets into it when she's not drunk. So when she is drunk, she's like...
So, like, I guess, like, I got into it with one of the guys because they were trying to take us back. And I was like, no, what the... Like, and I was, like, faded. So I can already imagine myself. I was like, no, like, we're not going to go back with you. And they were like, no, like,
what?
Yeah, like your friend said you are. Like, your friend said you are.
Like,
yeah, trying to convince us.
Like, somebody, like, they were saying that somebody was saying, like, we were, and they were like, like, we're safe. Like, what the hell? Like, come with us.
Yeah, like, you're good.
Come with your girls.
Like, do you think we're going to...
Like, Lobo was like...
They were trying to make it seem like, do you think we're going to do something?
Yeah.
So my friend got her taser, and she was like, no, bro, like, back up. Like, leave us alone. Like, we're actually going to leave. We're going to go wait for an Uber. So we're waiting. So we keep walking. We're still going to our destination for like the street,
where
whatever.
they can pick us up.
And some other guy, like somebody else, like
starts across the street
starts yelling. No, on the same street because we end up crossing the street. Remember? Okay, so on the same side of the street, some other people. So this is a whole different, like, I don't know who starts yelling at us. I don't know what, because obviously, like, I'm trying to like retell the story as by memory as much as I can. So they start yelling at us, and my friend, again, like, she's by herself, like, helping three of us, literally drunk, like. So I literally I feel so bad for her as I'm telling the story.
Let's go do something for her later.
Yeah. But she's like, okay, whatever. Like, let's cross the street. Once we cross the street, I think they cross the street with us, and she's like, you guys better back up. And she like actually like does she like turns it on. And luckily there's like cops there, so she actually has to call the cops. And once she calls the cops, the guys tell them like, no, like she's threatening us with this taser, but obviously my friend's like, what the fuck? No, they're trying to like harass us, like they're like trying to like tell us stuff, you know. So obviously like they were on our side, thank God, and they were like, oh no, like, you know, like we got you guys, and like I guess they were like, wait, I don't know if they waited for us to like leave and go to our stop, or if they told the guys like, you know, like leave and like, you know, go go a different direction or whatever. But thankfully we were able to get to like our stop, and like we got Ubered back. But bro, like, I literally don't even remember, like, any of this.
No, dude.
So the fact that this was, like, told to me, like, I was like, bro, we could have been kept, like, imagine we were all
died. Yeah. No. Do you remember one of the guys was saying, oh, like, I have a gun, or something like that?
Yeah.
I was, like, waiting for you to say that the whole time.
Because my friend had a taser. Yeah.
I'm like, when is she going to
I'm telling you, I'm telling you this by
No, literally, when she was telling the guy about the taser, he was like, well, I have a gun, like, I have a gun. And she fucking was like, oh, hell no. Like, literally, no. Yeah,
but and I think that was when we crossed the street.
Yeah,
she was
that's
like,
when we crossed the street, and then they started asking us like, "Are you guys okay?" Like, and she was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, like I was like, "Damn, we really could have died."
Dude,
like,
men really don't get the hint like that.
Bro,
literally
that's
just
scary. And it's like, how are you gonna? Well, I mean, I guess to them, it's like they're predators. Like, how are you not? Because I was gonna say, how are you gonna see three like drunk girls and be like, yeah, let me like. Yeah, obviously, like if you're common sense, you're not,
like,
you know,
baffles
you're like,
me. Like,
know,
damn, like y'all really thought this through, you know, like y'all thinking this out.
You're plotting,
you know?
like you're really plotting. And those guys that like left, like I guess after us, are probably plotting on us too. Like, oh, let's get them back to the place. And
damn, we should be more careful.
That was just no. Honestly, I don't normally ever like black out like that.
We don't do that. But
that was just because it was my birthday. That's
actually really funny that it was like our first time.
And I always talk about it, and I'm like, only
yeah.
because it was my birthday. Because on top of that, I'm always the one that's like, okay, like, you know,
no,
it's always usually me and like
literally
Lobo.
always turn me down when I ask you to drink.
Yeah, because I'm
hurts my
I'm
feelings, but
I know.
Sometimes I feel crazy, and I'll take a little shot here and there, but it's not. But for the most part, I'm not like a big
no, she's
not a big drinker. Like,
she is not. You guys, good.
Yeah. We're very safe. We don't condone any of.
I'm like, ladies, if you guys are gonna go out, please
be safe. Make sure you guys have.
And we are very always
like, you know, taking care of you guys.
Taser. I'm like, do I have my taser?
Yes.
Yeah, have a taser on you. Pepper spray.
Something.
Leslie be keeping her pepper spray on her. We'll be anywhere. Literally. We'll be anywhere. I don't even think I have my taser.
That shit out.
It's actually on my keys.
I don't have my taser.
She has it.
No, literally, we'll be anywhere. She'll start taking it out.
I wish somebody would.
And she'll have it like on her finger, like when we'll be out somewhere. And I'll be like, see,
we'll be walking down the street, and I'll just be like walking, like
literally all the time. Because
you never know, like it's like,
and that's really good. Because I'm like a little like, I don't be aware of my surroundings sometimes. You know, like I just be in my own world, like da 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 da.
No, me too.
And she'll just be like, bitch.
But
like,
I feel
something.
like, yeah.
You know, so I'm like, I need to be
more a little
like,
bit more like on it. Yeah.
No, and that's good because I mean, you moved out here, you know, from Coachella. You're all alone, so you really have to protect yourself, you know, so exactly. You have to have shit like that.
I hate that places. I don't know if. I hate that places. I've had to throw my pepper spray away like 3 times.
Literally every single time.
And I feel like that's kind of like, don't you understand why I have it? Like at this point, like shouldn't you understand like why I have pepper spray on me? Like
there was one time that they held it for us until we came out and like they gave it back to us.
That would be cool. Like
they should do that. Like put a pepper spray.
Yeah, but the fact that they just make you throw it away.
If anything, like, give me a pepper spray.
Like oh God, like you know what's going on out here.
Oh no, oh God, literally.
I love that. So, you girlies, like you said, you guys love to dress up, love to go out, love to look good. Where has that always been since day one? Or is that something that as you got older, you just like to start getting dressed or starting to get ready?
I have always loved getting ready. Mm-hmm. I feel like since a child, like, you know, trying on my mom's heels, like I always used to love wearing my mom's heels. And my mom was like younger, so she had like, you know, more stuff that was like, as I grew up was always a little bit still in my like what I wore kind of, you know, so I would like, you know, me and my mom shared clothes like when I was in middle school, literally at one point, like literally because we were literally also the same size at one point, so like, and she would also wear like really cute stuff that like at the time was like really cute and like, so like I think I learned from her, like she would always love getting ready and stuff and like having me ready, so like off of that, like I would always be like, oh, I love that. And then off of that, I'd just be like, oh my God, I love like looking pretty and like I love wearing this and I love heels. And like I think in middle school, oh my God, I remember, was it middle school? No, it was high school. I was like one of the only people. I don't know if it was my freshman year, but I wore those shoes that had the heel.
The little taconcito?
It was the shoe, the closed shoe though. It was like a shoe with like the Velcro with the heel, and I would be walking around with my heels, and I was like the only one in high school. It was so bad. And then after that,
she tells me the stories,
it went into booties because booties went in, so they had a heel. So I would start wearing like those
little booty heels.
But I started off wearing those like shoe heels, and I was the only one like in my high school.
Just hear, like, did you own it? Did you get shit from people? But like,
I feel like girls would definitely look at me like, what the fuck? Like, who does she think she is? Like, literally, like, and like, even when I would wear the booties, like, with a heel, because I would always get my booty with, like, a bigger heel. Like, it wasn't just like, you remember? I wasn't just a regular little booty heel. Like, I would get my booties with a good, like tall. You know? So, I loved me a good heel, like, since I was little. So, I would always wear them to school. Like nobody would tell me anything ever. Like I think my friends would be like, "Oh my God, like why are you wearing those?" But I'd be like, "Oh, like, you know, like I love them. Like they're cute, you know?" And like I remember thinking too, like, "Oh, I wish like when I wore the Velcro ones, I remember thinking like they're not that cute, but I love the heel. Like I just love the heel.
She was like I want it,
literally." And I would base all my outfits around those. And I remember they were black and they were like a wedge heel. It was like a wedge heel with a shoe. So it was ugly. Like it was so ugly.
She grew.
She evolved, you know, as time went on. But like I literally, and like now it's just like a way for me to like express myself. Like when I'm like kind of like feeling down, I'm like, okay, let me like dress up, get ready so I could like feel like just put together. I feel like when I'm dressed, I feel put together and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take on the day. So I don't know. I've always really like enjoyed
I feel
that.
like me too. Like I feel like when I was little, my mom used to dress me up in like the matching sets with like the freaking beret hats, like literally. And I had like an afro.
Oh my God, she has the
literally
cutest
I
little
had an afro. Like I had a little afro and nobody knew how to do my freaking hair. So they would leave my little afro and they would put me like hats and stuff with like the matching dress and like little tacon when I was like baby, you know. And I have so many it was like it was cute. But like as I grew up, I actually wasn't really into like like to dress up like fashion or anything because I wasn't around like my sister and my mom, so I didn't have like anybody who really dressed up and like none of my friends dressed up or anything. And I feel like I didn't like I always liked it. Like I was always like, oh my God, like I want to do that, like I want to dress like that. But I was like, no, like I don't see nobody in my school. Like sometimes like some girls, but I was like, no, you know, like I don't dress like that. Like I don't know how. And I feel like as I grew, like I started to go like on social media and like do my makeup and I got like more confident and like like, I was like, I'm going to just wear whatever I want to wear. Like, I started to like shop, and I was like, oh, I like this, and like put like random stuff. And I remember like sometimes my sisters would be like, no, you know, like, I don't care. Like, and it was different. Like, my sisters like are a little bit more with like the clean girl look, you know,
okay,
like,
got it.
Like they're more like, they like the fashion too, but like more chic, like my older sister.
Yeah.
So like they were always looking at me like a little funny, but like still kind of supporting me still, but they were like, whatever. And then like I remember like probably like a little bit when I got out of high school, like I was just like, yeah, like I want to dress up, like I want to do what I want to wear, but like boy style. Like I was very big boy style. And so I met Leslie, and like Leslie was like, no girl, like, and even one of my other shoes. No, literally, yeah.
Like if you don't put some heels,
no,
on,
literally,
like
I had another friend, my other friend Jay, like she actually took me one time to buy like 7 pairs of heels, because she also would always tell me like, you're not gonna keep wearing shoes, like you're not gonna be a little boy, like, and I was like, no, I love my boy style, but I definitely feel like I never really like got comfortable with like my girl style, because I didn't have like girls around me, you know. But and then like after I bought like the heels, I was like, okay, like a little dress, a little bit here, whatever. But Leslie, like as soon as I met her, she was like mini skirts, dresses, tight stuff,
you already know,
like literally like heels, like accessories. Like I remember like I would wear like a little bit of accessories like here and there. And I remember the first day when I met her in San Diego, she had like a whole bag full of accessories, and I was like,
I always take a separate little
bag. And I was
bag
like,
for
that's
all of my
a lot
accessories.
of like, you know, and I remember she was so upset about like some earrings or something like she couldn't find, and I was like, oh my God, like this girl feels so passionate. And like literally now that's how I am. Like we'll be like leaving to work, and I'm like, I don't have earrings on. I don't have earrings on. Like she definitely got me into like get out of like my boy and like get into like my
but it's so
girl.
Funny
but
because now I'm like, can you like do like
put
a
some
boy style, like do a picture with that, because it's I miss it, like I love even though I would tell her like do the heels, like I loved her little tomboy style, like because I also love street style, but I don't have sneakers to do it. I do, so I like seeing it. So and she has so many sneakers.
I do. I was so many sneakers. I used to work at Shoe Palace, so Shoe Palace I was like I like legit would always get the shoes and like everything, and that's how I started to like learn how to like dress, because I started working at Shoe Palace.
Dude, I love, because I feel like I'm half like Leslie tell you, like I could do dress up, but I also love to do street styles as well. Like I love it. I'm not a sneakerhead,
and it's like comfortable too. Like when you want to look cute and comfortable at the same time.
Yes, and I'm not a sneakerhead, but I feel like I'm starting to get into sneakers more now, because like I've been dressed, like I do like a lot of like cargo pants, like t-shirts. Like I love that shit. Like I think it feels like just so cute, and I think it's just so cute to like switch up your style. You know,
literally,
like,
and like even like put it together. Like you could do like a girly street style look too. Like Leslie will wear like her cargo pants with like cute heels and like a cute top. Like so like when you want to be comfortable and stuff, I love like
one day I'll get like sneakers and actually do just a tomboy style.
Did you? But I feel like you'd look super cute.
Yeah,
I know. It's just like I don't even. I feel like buying sneakers is like a whole. I know people are always like on the sneaker app and stuff like that, but
it's a thing. It's a thing. Like you know, there's like a whole sneaker community. Like everything, you have to be on like the Go app, and like when this drops, and like
to the sneaker community.
No, I love it. Hey, I used to like be right there. I didn't go like fully into it because that was like
would be like, no, you have to be on the sneaker app as soon as they drop. Like if you don't, it's gonna run out. I'm like, bro, like how do I even know when they drop? Like who tells you the time?
Who tells you the time?
Who tells you guys
too? Like how do people know? Like they really be on that. Really be on that.
And I also think it's like important, like also like important to note, because like you go on social media and you see so many different styles that you can acknowledge, like, oh, like this is cute, but at the end of the day, is it like, would you even want to try? You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like
it's cute, but I wouldn't wear it.
It's not for me.
Yeah, exactly. No, I say
that about a lot of the stuff, because Leslie has such a nice and unique style, and I'm like, I love it, but it's not for me. Like, it wouldn't look good on me. Like, we're just like different. Like, there's like even like these shirts, like the higher ones. I'm like, you look so cute, like with the hairstyles that she does and stuff. And I'm like, no, it's just I can't do that. But
no, I see stuff online too, like all the time, where I'm like, oh my God, this is so cute. Like girls that I follow are like, you know, whatever, and I'm like, that's so cute, but I could never rock it like
exactly.
And the way you rock it, like it's
everybody has like their own thing. There's some girls though that I see like on TikTok or like something, I'm like, damn girl, I wish I could be you. Literally that rock like every aesthetic, like down to like the hair and like the makeup and the looks. Like they'll do like so many different stuff, and I'm like, damn, like.
And it's funny because I totally get what you're saying. Like they don't even do much to to try to
switch it up.
Switch it up. They just fit it. Like I'm like, dang.
No, it's
how you
really
do that?
nice. And like now I love how like everybody's starting to get out of the comfort zone.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I really do appreciate. And like this era now, like with social media or whatever, like I know it's like a whole thing, but like at least I love women that are getting out of their comfort zone and like trying new stuff and like seeing it on other girls. They're like, well, if she can do it, like I can do it too. You know, like it looks good on her, like like confidence and all that.
And
like
I love that mentality
that.
because I feel like definitely growing up like in high school, I remember like women just tear each other down, you know, like girls you couldn't do something similar because immediately you're copying me or you're jealous and just like a lot of shit like
or
that.
Or like, oh damn, and like all of a sudden you have the same
exactly
like okay,
and that mentality
and
is
me
so
and Leslie
toxic.
are always like, let's match.
literally.
So I love that.
I'm always so like in
in
shock when that's even a problem about like matching or anything because it's like, what do you mean? Like,
like you don't
what if you
own
inspired
it?
me? Like, what, or like, what if like
there's also
like,
stuff that Leslie has bought that I'm like, oh, I want to buy that now too because I like the way that she wore it or like something. I'm like, that's cute. And Leslie's like, buy it. You know,
like shifting the perspective from like, oh, like you're copying me to like I'm inspiring you.
Yeah,
you know, and like, and if you truly like,
I
mean, and if it's truly all love with you and your homegirls and truly just love for yourself and everyone in general, like why wouldn't you want someone else to feel good and look good? You know, exactly. So I'm definitely glad that we're in this era, like, because I could definitely like even like say like growing up I was that same way, not like super crazy, like if somebody would ask me like where I got a top, I was never one to be like oh like gatekeeping and shit like that. But there were times growing up I'd be like bitch, like you know you know
but I get you because it'd be like little times where you would not you'd probably like would notice something and be like
no,
because I know you and I know there's times where you don't really care, but I know there's times where you're like,
but that's the thing though, I feel like definitely like I now when I look back, I definitely think it was just more of like the era, like kind of the type of way we were like conditioned to think at the time. But I feel like now it's definitely like a lot of people are like highlighting growth and you know and like working on yourself and being a better person and just spreading more love. Exactly. And I feel like being in this era now is just so nice because like if you're surrounded by women that are truly like uplifting and loving towards you, you feel like you're able to be yourself and you're able to like you're
just
inspired.
Really
and like you said, like you learned a lot from Leslie, and I agree. Same with Leslie. Like everything that you were saying about Leslie, like I resonate. She's always been like this since day one. So I like to dress up too, but I was never really into like accessorizing a lot. And I definitely could say that Leslie inspired me. Like where she would just, I'm still not on the earring trend because my ears hurt for some reason. But I love just.
Dude,
I think
she has stretchers. She has stretchers.
Dude, all right, everybody shut
look at her ears right now. Wait, look at her ears right now. Look at her ears. The little thing was all the way over
to me right now. On camera in front of all these people.
Wait.
Dude,
I'm
the
jealous.
little clip be going through the
I'm jealous. Dude, it never closes back up?
I'm like trying to put it back on.
Wait, no.
Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so I did like the stretcher thing, but I only went up to a 00. So once you go up 00, it never fully closes. But it like closed, like it went back down, but it wasn't like fully closed. So it'll go through like through the little loops of like the stuff. Yeah, like a little bit, and it's like so annoying, but like it's still fine, you know? But I was like, damn, like if I get old and like they get nasty,
you could
stitch
it,
surgery on them.
And
she's actually thought that. Like when I was younger, like I was like, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. Like when I'm older, I'll fix it. Like I'll figure it out. Like
hey, I literally, I'm jealous because when I was young, I wanted to do the stretchers.
Me too.
I wanted to do them so much.
Why are y'all laughing so hard?
No,
because it was a trend.
No,
she's like, only.
Of course, I wanted it at some point.
Dude, I literally just never had the balls to because my sister did it.
No,
and she told me it hurt.
You had to do it with Vaseline.
Yeah, so I was like, bitch, if it hurts, count me out. Cause
I remember I tried it once and it was so thick it hurt. No, I couldn't do it.
It's because you really had to go like step by step.
Yeah,
no,
little by little.
In my middle school, dude, there were the way these people would like have one stretcher like halfway in trying to stick it through the whole day of the periods. Like next period, I'd be like, has it went in yet?
Stop.
Has it went in yet?
No.
Why are you trying to put Vaseline trying to stick the fucking stretchers in? I'm like, it really ain't that serious. But I'd go home with my friend and I'd be like, hey, do it for me too. Why
in my middle school,
can you do it
people in class class would be piercing their own lips.
No.
Like the Marilyn Monroe or like, no, yes.
Literally,
like
it was like
in the
Hey,
PE
were y'all in
class.
prison? Y'all were in prison. Y'all were juvie. They were not in school.
Middle school was crazy.
No, literally thinking about it now, I'm like, we was just piercing each other's earrings, like everything. Yeah,
I remember when
y'all
we went to my
built
friend's house
different.
and I did it.
bro, they were selling
I didn't do it at
stuff.
school, though.
Like, yeah.
I waited until I was at the house.
Hey,
waited
but you
till I
know
was at
what,
the
dude?
house,
I actually
too.
resonate with that because when I was in my freshman year, I became close friends with this girl who, her family was very like chola family type of vibe. So she would always pierce herself all the time, right?
I have like all these earrings. Really, sorry. Like me, I would always do that. Yeah.
And so literally, she pierced her own belly button. So she was like, want me to do yours? She was like, want me to do yours? And I was like, bitch, yeah, like after school, come to my house. She brought out like a whole needle. And she was like lighting it up with a lighter, like doing the most, bro. And I was laying there.
She's like, don't worry, I'm a professional.
I got this.
I got this.
She was like, don't worry, I bowled it at home. So I was like, bro. I was like, okay, I laid there. And then she was about to push it in. Dude, I pussied out.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my God,
did you do
but
it?
tell me, I'm so happy I did because when I pussied out, Stephanie, she was there. She was watching and she was like, well, I'll do it then. Because she only had one like little like diamond thingy. So she was like, well, it won't go to waste. She was like, do it to me. Bitch, the girl had like long nails on. So when she was pushing it in, like something like her nails were getting in the way. Like I don't know she couldn't hold it right properly. So she was pushing it in so slow, y'all. Like
it was all curvy.
It was all
Stephanie's skin.
Yes, literally, dude. And
It's
Stephanie. And Stephanie was just screaming, dude. She was just like,
take
Oh my God.
Literally.
She's like, okay, go ahead.
She was like, I know, bitch, though. No, she said, it's
I'm
already
a
in.
bitch, take it out.
No, and
That's
dude, and it went in
crazy.
through. She put the thing on everything, and I was like, yo, like, are you
all
good?
the blood coming out.
It's
I'm
like
good.
gushing.
With the napkin, I'm good.
She was like, how does it look? No, but dude, literally,
She's
she was
like,
like, she said she felt the layers of like the skin and being ripped, like feeling like the,
I low-key feel
like
that.
the fat,
no.
everything, like just the layers just going to, like she was.
I
was like,
totally
I
understand.
low-key
Why are you trying to picture?
No,
like, I get
literally.
it.
I feel that every single time. I've had these earrings. Okay, so I got these double pierced like 4 times. And each time that they get it, it's like scar tissue. And I can hear it pop. Like, I know. No, yeah. Like, so I have like 5 over here. And I have like, I don't know, all these over here.
Yeah.
And I have a bar. Oh my God. The fucking bar went
Everyone
through
says
the
the bar
scar
hurts.
tissue. Like, the way that it was like popping, and I was just right there like, that's probably like the worst piercing in the whole world. But once it heals, it's
everyone
really cute.
always says the bar is like really
It's
like it hurts.
tough. So when you were saying all that stuff, I was like,
Yeah, I
I
get
was
it.
like,
I've been
anyways,
there.
yeah. I was like, let's
Lolita
stop
said
talking
the
about
same thing.
this.
Lolita.
She has the bar too.
Oh
She said
yeah.
the same thing.
Oh shit. And you have your belly button, right?
Yeah, I'm a belly button.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a high pain tolerance though, because I feel like none of my
I feel like none of mine
Or
hurt
my
either.
tattoos.
Only the like the re-piercings are the ones that hurt.
probably because of the scar tissue in
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah, but yeah, except the bar. That one did fucking hurt. That one hurt a lot.
Yeah, that one.
Dude, I don't know why right now when you said the word pop, like the first lyrics that came to my head were not go pop that pussy for her.
You good?
I'm dead.
I'm like,
about it.
Have the song come on.
She's like, yeah,
I'm just sitting
Like,
right
right
here
after.
getting sex flashbacks. I'm like, wait a minute. Remember that time?
Is that on the board?
She was like, that wasn't on script. She was like,
flashback.
she was like, we go off script. Dude.
She said, let's get into it. I've been wanting to talk about this.
Y'all remember your first time?
I actually don't.
Shut the fuck up.
And you know
How do
what?
you not?
Okay, you
I
know
do
what?
remember my
It's
first
because
time.
I be trying to think about it, and sometimes I swear to God, I'll be sitting there like, when was it? Like, how the fuck did it happen? Like, okay, because I was really big on like, when I was younger, I wanted to wait until marriage. And like,
Period.
I'm like that now. Like,
We all went through
like
that
whatever,
phase, I
you know,
think.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I was so with it for so long. So like, the boyfriend I had at the time, like, I would be like, no.
How old
I would
were
be
you?
like, no. I was 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was like, no. Like, I was like, no. I made him wait like a year. Like, I was like, no. But, and then like a few times, like, it was like, you know, it was, but like it didn't. But I was like, no. So now I'm like, when was it? Was it this time or was it this time? Or, you know what I mean? And I don't know when it really happened.
Okay,
But
okay.
you
I
know
thought
it was
you
him,
just
though.
didn't like remember
No.
like.
Bitch, I thought you remember.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's what you made it Maybe I don't know.
You want me to
Maybe I don't know this. I was like,
dang, no, just like not the day.
No, okay,
do you guys remember like the day? I remember one time the girls like,
but I remember like,
dude,
like what was happening.
I lost it on my 18th birthday.
I wish it was something to sync like that, so I wouldn't forget. But like the girls the other day were talking about like, do you remember the song that was playing? And I'm like,
what the fuck?
Oh my god,
they
they
said
yes.
Kennedy song was
Shut
playing.
the fuck
there
up.
you go.
I
didn't even remember when the fuck it happened, and y'all thinking about songs that were playing.
I'm literally crying.
That.
Was it
I don't know why I remember that.
Do you think that your first was a memorable, like, it went well? Because personally, mine was shit.
Why?
Because I had already lost feelings. It was with, remember?
Oh
and
my
I already
god.
had lost feelings for him, and I knew I was gonna break up with him soon. And I was like, dude, but I don't want to like break up with him because I was like, I'm not gonna have a boyfriend for a long time. And I was like, I'm gonna still be a virgin. I was like, no. There's no way. So I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm gonna just lose it to him, so that way I could just get out the way. Because I
said, damn, I gotta stay with him in another month.
She's like, I can't just break up with the dude.
Dude, so because of the fact that I waited literally like last fucking minute, like. He had like a little surprise for me in his room and shit, and for my 18th birthday, and then
I was like, fuck
it.
I was like,
fuck it, I'll just do it. But dude, it just sucked because like have you guys ever like been with someone and then you lose feelings and you're still kind of with them for a little bit and you're just like, you look at them and you're just like, ew, bro, like I can't. Yeah. So that's pretty much what happened, dude. Imagine that and you're about to have sex with them, like, ew.
That's so like the worst.
That's actually something that actually happens in relationships.
How are you even like aroused? I'm like, I mean, there's not even gonna be like what. I totally get what you're saying because like you lose feelings, but you're still there.
Yeah. So literally, I was just like, I'm gonna just do it, and honestly, it was terrible. And also because it was my first, and out of all the guys that I've been with, he has the biggest dick out of all of them. So imagine, bitch, the biggest dick you've been with for your first time, bro. Like it was.
Was he gentle? Like he knew.
He was gentle, but. He swore like that he wasn't a virgin either, but bitch, I think he was because
he didn't know. He didn't look like he knew what he was doing.
Now that I know what it's like to be with someone that knows what the fuck they're doing, I think
she was like, I could tell the difference.
Yeah, I could tell the difference now,
dead.
and it was it actually bleep out his name, please. So it wasn't good, and then also like because I just couldn't get into it, so it hurt more because I couldn't get into it. I wasn't getting that wet. Yeah. So like he had to like spit on it and shit. And I was like, dude, it was just.
You're like, actually, can you just stop right
No,
there?
literally, but I did bleed, so like I know he did pop my cherry.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You were like, this is.
But
for
it
real.
was not. Yeah, but it wasn't good.
Do you ever wish that you could just like?
Dude, I wish I would have waited. Yeah. I wish.
Do you wish you would have waited?
I feel like my first time was okay.
Yeah.
Only because like I had a little fling going on with the guy that I was like that I did it with at the time. He didn't know until like I was like there because like I said, it was just like a little fling. It was like a little summer, like, you know, whatever. We're like hanging out, we're talking, like whatever. But I remember because it was my friend's birthday, and I remember it was like pretty late. It was like something in the morning, like 1, 2 in the morning. So he had to go drop off his friend, and he was like, well, I'm gonna go back home. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, and I think I had already been to his house, but just to like, you know, cuddle. Like I was like, I know I was already like 18 or something at this point. And we were at this party, and he was like, oh, well, you could come over. And honestly, I think at that point, I kind of already, like, I think it was in that point where I was like, okay, I think I'm going
down to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to, because, like, I kind of have a crush on him, and we've been hanging out. Like, you know, he was, like, really nice. He was, like, a nice guy. You know, to an extent. So I was like, okay, yeah. So I remember, like, he left, and I went into the restrooms, and I literally got my friends in there, and I was like, you guys, like, I'm about to lose my virginity. Like, I'm about to go to his house right now. And they were like, oh my God. They were like, okay. And like, they already, like, I was the, like, basically last one, I think. Because, I mean, I was already 18. They already had, like, their boyfriends and stuff. That was kind of, like, the last ones. They were like, oh my God, dude. Like, oh my God. Like, you know, we were like,
oh my God.
And yeah, I remember going to his house, and, like, you know, I remember, like, you know, we were in his room, and, like, I remember him, like, I don't know what happened. I don't know if he asked me, like, have you done this? Or I don't know if I said, like, oh, I've never done. Oh, I think I was like, I've never done this.
By J. Cole.
No.
Bro, literally, my sister always used to be like, that's you and your man's song.
No.
said, I'm like a pro, baby. No, I'm kidding.
Go ahead.
But yeah, he was like, oh, like really? And I was like, yeah. Fuck really? No, but I was like, no, yeah. And he was like, oh, okay, like I'll be slow. And then so he was like I feel like it was like a good first time because it wasn't rushed. It wasn't like with somebody that I didn't know or didn't like. So I feel like if I could have asked for a better one, like
yeah.
So
it was good.
That was like
no,
okay.
That's fine.
So well.
Yeah.
You're like no complaints.
Yeah.
Period.
I don't think
no
so.
pun intended.
Literally, no pun intended.
So you girlies, you know, are moving into the influencing world. I see y'all up and coming. You know, you got your TikTok going on, your Insta going on. Is that something, you know? So I feel like everyone, you know, is like building their social media. You know, just like, you know, posting and stuff. Was it intentional in the beginning when you guys started? Because I know you, Leslie. Yeah. You post your fits. You know, I know because you're my cousin. You it is a space that you want to move into, and you feel passionate about like fashion and everything. So what about you, Jazmin? Is that something because I know your socials are bigger, and you're like okay, like, but I haven't really had the chance to ask you like, is that something you want to do, or is that?
I feel like it is something that I had been wanting to do for a long time. I got into makeup when I was like 17, and I like ran with it. Like I got really into it. Like
so good, I love it.
Yeah, no, it looks really good.
Literally, I got ready really fast today, huh, Leslie? Yeah. You better tell them. Like we even were like down, we're running late.
She finished her hair at 11. We left at 11:30.
So okay, first of all, to do my hair, it takes so long, like, and she was wash filming it on top of that. Yeah, so and she had I wanted to make a video. Yeah, so like I had to retake, and like I went to sleep late, so it was really hard for me to wake up early. So like my hair was taking so long, and I was just going through it. But I got ready in 30 minutes. So let's not judge today's makeup. Thank you. You look good. But like I was like so into makeup, like while I was like growing, and like I got into it, and like I started to post like videos, and like I remember like I had started watching people like on social media start to post like Instagram videos and stuff. And I was like, I want to do this for like a year. And I was like, no, I can't. And like my best friend, actually, Nehemiah, like he would always be like, you can do it. Like, do it, dude. Yeah. Like, just do it. Like he had already started getting into like, he's a photographer, like shooting with models. And he was like, I saw this girl do this. Like, you can do it. Like, you know? So like, I remember like one day for so long, like I was like, I've been wanting to do it. I've been wanting to do it. And he had came over and he was like, you're going to make a video right now. And like literally like sat me down, and like I was like, fine, like, you know, and like I did it. And like after that, like it was like in a really good time. Like I had done a few like Instagram videos for like a while, and then like I stopped for a long time, and then I got really back into it like when COVID happened, and like I grew like a lot. Like I think I grew like my most like right before COVID, and then like COVID, it's just started to grow, and then like I was like, okay, like I'm gonna do this, and then I got like really sidetracked for like a while, but like now like I'm just like I really feel like I can just post on Instagram, and it's just gonna be something that I love to just do social media, just post literally me doing my makeup every single day, and like I like to do new looks, and like now like I'm into fashion, you know, because of Leslie, and I'm like, okay, like dude, like I can just film my life, and it's gonna be easy, so like why not do it, you know? So like now I'm like really excited. Like now I feel like we're gonna get back into it, and it's just like see what's gonna happen in the next few months. I'm like, what opportunities arise. So
I love that. And you guys I see that you guys both, Frankie's, you guys have like your own Frankie Cosmetics. And I was like, dude, that's so dope. Yeah. I love that. I haven't tried the makeup yet, but
Frankie Rose was actually good.
It's
Thank
really
you.
good. You want to plug?
Girl, literally use my discount, Jazmin. And I'll because Frankie Rose was the first foundation that I fell in love with. Literally, I actually used Frankie Rose for so long before like I was like started to do social media. And then I remember like I would just start doing my makeup and showing like Frankie Rose, and like when they messaged me I was like, oh my god, you guys, like this is the like my favorite foundation, like this is like my favorite brand like of makeup like for my skin. And it was like I had tried so many foundations before that, and this is the only one that I liked. And like the fact that they wanted to work with me, I was like, all right, dude. Like I was like, I'm gonna get my shit together now. Literally still didn't, but like we're getting in we're getting into it. But it was so exciting. And like it's like a big thing now, and I'm like, cool.
I love that. And you, Leslie, what do you hope, you know, that's gonna come from all of this? I don't know. What are your?
Oh God, I just feel I didn't even want to talk because I feel like it's so much. Um, recently with me with like social media, because like like influencing has always been like a thing like that I've wanted to do. But I feel like recently, not recently, but like for like a minute now, I've just been going through like a healing journey and just like not a spirit, well maybe I could even call it like a spiritual journey of just like really finding myself. I hate talking about it because I hate sounding like corny. I don't even talk about it like out loud to Jazz because I hate sounding like corny.
This is a safe space.
Yeah.
No, I know, but it's just like talking about it out loud. I'm just like, but I've just been trying to like get myself together, and like I feel like I already went through the whole like, and I'm not saying that it's stressing you out, but like I had like Instagram stress me out for so long because of the algorithm, because like my stuff was just like when I feel like when the algorithm changed, like it messed me up so bad because my page used to go up so much, like literally like so much, and I feel like it went down so much and it really discouraged me, like, and it shouldn't have, because like it makes me happy like to just post, like I started posting before just to post, like obviously like just to post, like, and it makes me happy even now, like I love to just post my fits, whatever,
just to share your outfits.
But when I like there was a time where like I was doing it because like I wanted to do it to get paid, to do an influencer, and it really started like stressing me out and discouraging me, like when like I wouldn't see the results that especially when I would think about some like a video idea, or like think about like an outfit, and
that you think I feel like that you thought was gonna do really
well. And like, and I know to say it's like you put an outfit together, like what it, but like it's not even that. It's like back then I used to do like a lot in one day. So like I would like do this and this. So it was a lot. Like honestly, it would take a lot out of my day, and it was kind of like easier when I was like, I feel like now I kind of work the same, but because my schedule is like more set, I have like still like the same amount of time that I had back then, which is not a lot. And I feel like it just started stressing me out, and like the fact that I didn't have that time, I'd be like, well damn, like I need to get it done, and I would just stress myself over it. So I feel like with time I just stopped doing it, like forcing it, and like I started doing it like when I wanted to, or when I want, and like when I have the time, and like within that time I've just been learning so much about myself, and like now I'm just like, okay, like
you're kind of
I'm gonna do it. Like now I have so many other goals outside of that. Like now I want to like I'm trying to get my own spot. So like now I'm like, okay, when I get my own spot, I really like want to decorate it, and maybe I'll film that and like get into like making videos of that, and like then I can like, not that I'm not comfortable to do that now, but I just feel like
it's different.
I feel like it's so difficult right now. Like I don't know. It's hard to explain, and it's hard to like. That's why, like I said, like it's not like I talk about it out loud, and like it's something that people see, like because it's not like I'm like, hey, like I'm like right now, like I'm thinking about my past and I'm trying to heal. Like I'm not like doing that.
No,
like,
but
I'll be like, I'll just be home, and it's just, and it's really like I've learned healing is not linear, and it's really something that I read somewhere that really like I caught on and like really like stuck to me, because I used to want to just be like, I just want to like from any type of trauma that like anyone has, I'd be like, I just want to heal, I just want to be okay. So I feel like I was always striving towards that, and like I always had this Instagram thing, and I feel like that was stressing me out. So I think I stopped, and I was like, no, let me like do this with myself first. So now like sometimes I'll see Jazz, and like she's like, no, like I gotta like do this Instagram stuff, and like me too, like still sometimes I'm like, no, I gotta post for Instagram, like for sure. But I feel like now I'm not so like I need to post, or I need to film this video, like, or I need to get to a certain following. Like I don't have a goal anymore. I used to have goals, and like obviously it's still good as an influencer, but I feel like I'm taking time for myself right now to definitely like get back to that, to give it my full potential, because I feel like I wasn't doing that back then, because I had work and I had like these other stuff in my head that wasn't letting me give the videos and like the pictures like my full like attention.
Yeah.
You know, I just be like, let me just get ready real quick and let me take this picture.
Yeah, and one thing I've heard is that like a lot of people tend when they want to like change their external world, they try to like move things around on the outside, but in reality, like if you work on yourself on the inside, you know,
it's gonna be easier.
It's gonna be easier for you to like, you know, have the life that you want, you know. So once the internal changes, the outside will automatically follow suit.
Exactly. So, and like it's really true because you gotta live with yourself. Like at the end of the day, like you gotta be able to like be happy with yourself. And like I feel like I wasn't. And like I feel like when I started hanging out with the girls and like really like doing stuff, not just hanging out with them, but just doing stuff for myself, like mentally or just like whatever, it really started helping me. And I just started like, okay, like bitch, don't fucking like stop stressing yourself out over because because it would honestly like I'm telling you, like, it would really discourage me.
No,
like,
I know. I remember we've like, had conversations about it.
It would really be like, I'd be like, bro, like, I'm trying so hard. Like, why is this not, like, why is it not hitting? Why is it not hitting? And, like, I knew, like, it's not going to be, like, a overnight thing. But it's, like, I had felt like I had done it for so long, like, what was going on? And, like, it was growing, and then it had stopped when I think I got, like, shadow banned. And after that, like, I think it was that, and then the algorithm changed. So, like, after that, it was just, I mean, we've talked about it before. Like, it was just so bad. Like, so now, like, when I post, I don't even worry about, like, likes. I just post because, like, I'm, like, this is what I want to post. Like, so, like, I try to focus on what's going to make me happy. I haven't really been doing, like, a lot of brand stuff because, like I said, like, I'll just buy stuff off of Amazon now, and I'm like, yeah, I love that, like, you know, like, no other, like, you know, so, like, but I definitely, like I said, like, I do want to get back into that, like, when I'm, like, when I feel set to do that. I feel like right now, like, I'm working because, like, I'm, like, working 24/7. I work, like, literally 24/7 to get this place that I want. So, like, I'm, like, all right, bitch, focus on that. Then after I'm done focusing on that, I'm going to focus on, you know, like, my whole, like, influencing thing. And I already have, like, a good following. So, like, I mean, I don't see them going anywhere because I'm still posting. It's not like I'm not posting, like, I'm done posting. I'm just saying, like, I'm done stressing myself out over it because I used to do that a lot. And it was not healthy, like, mentally. Like, I was not at a good place.
Definitely.
Like, I feel like it found out, too, because of that. Like, I'd be like, oh, well, damn, this is over here too is going fast. So it was just
it sounds like you're no longer tying like your worth to the outcome that you get from you know, social media, because I definitely think social media is like a great thing, you know, that you could, it's a tool, it could be very helpful not only for like, you know, gigs and like brands and deals and things like that, but you connect with people, you meet people, you like you guys met through social media.
I love that. That's one of the things that I love.
You know?
I love, like, that's one of my things. Like, I love connecting with people. Like, I love, like, meeting people, like, here and there, and, like, they do this. Like, I just met, like, this entrepreneur that does, like, this and that, and, like, he's, like, out of the country all the time, and just, like, you just never know who you're gonna meet, you know?
Exactly.
So it's just
really and
cool.
I feel like when you, like you said, you're working on yourself internally, you know, you're realizing that you have shit that is maybe standing in the way of you having your, like, achieving your fullest potential, you know, and if you're working on that, you know, and you're trying to be better and, you know, gentle with yourself and loving yourself and figuring out your values and what you want in life and your goals and everything, you know, you're going to reach a place of, like, authenticity, and that's going to shine through when you do come back on social media and you want to give it your all and you feel like you're in a better place. I feel like more than ever, people are able to resonate with who's authentic and who's not and who's genuinely, like, you know, just
and I didn't want to give that. Like, I didn't want to, like, just, like, be fake happy for the camera and be like, okay, guys, like, I feel like I was doing that for a minute, and like, I definitely, like, I mean, I'm sure you can tell, like, I've definitely, like, stopped talking so much on camera because it's just, like, there was a moment where I was just like, dang, like, it was constantly,
it was, like, draining you more than it was actually,
then it was actually not helping me because it's not like I mean, no, honestly, the Instagram helps, like, it makes me happy, like, I love posting, but it was a moment where I was just like, like, I don't want to get on because I don't even feel, like, happy to get on and talk. But I for sure, like I said, like, I do want to get back to it because I feel like because I haven't been doing it, I'm like used to not doing it anymore. So I for sure feel like I at one point, like, soon, I do want to start getting back into, like, talking to the camera again because I stopped doing that. And I used to love, like, talking about anything. Like, I used to be, like, I mean, Vanessa, she follows, I mean, because she follows me, like, obviously, forever. I used to be, like, talking to the like Jazz, you have no idea.
I followed you for like a little bit.
But
not like that.
Not
no,
like that. Like,
I'm dead.
I would constant like,
yeah. But you
She's
know
like,
what?
yeah.
No, but I just feel like it sounds like you're figuring yourself out, you know, what you want. Sure. And who knows, maybe that might mean that it's not even going to have to do anything with social media, you know, maybe you might figure out something out.
And it might not.
And that could like, just be for fun, you know, like for whatever you want to post.
I feel like as long as I feel like as long as it has to do with clothes, like I'll be like even in the fashion industry, like I would love that, like stylist. I want to learn how to sew. Like there's so many things that I like.
Dude, take a sewing class. I've taken one. And it's
honestly,
fun.
there's so many. No, honestly, like I've just like as. Honestly, obviously, we're all grown now, but like there's just so many, like you can go out and literally take a class for anything and literally like
even learn on YouTube.
It's just so crazy. Like like it's just
the world.
I feel like there's so many things in life that you just want to learn, like as a person. Like me, I'm like, I want to learn how to do this. I want to learn how to do this.
And you have like the resources to do all of it.
You really can do all of them, but I also feel like, well, then do it, you know, like stop saying that you're going to do it. If you want to do it, go do it. Like, obviously, like there's like a lot of things that I'm like, oh, I want to do. And like, I have never done them. And I'm like, one to talk, like, do it, bitch. But like, literally, I'm still telling myself, well, do it, bitch. We'll do it. And maybe one day I really will go and do it, you know? Who knows?
I think it's so dope to like follow your curiosity. Because I feel like we get so hung up in like, what we think we should be doing, you know? And then once we kind of like, okay, like you're saying, you kind of stop from posting, like you're kind of moving away from, it's not that you don't want to do it, but you're just kind of like at a different spot right now in your life, but you're still curious about a lot of things that you want to do.
But I also feel like we need to start understanding that there's not like a time limit. There's not like well, you're missing your chance to be an influencer right now. Like you need to be doing it today.
I know,
like,
and I think I realized that too, because I literally was like, okay, like there's people literally that are like, I don't know how old doing this, and they're doing just as
great, and they just started
as great
like,
as I would like to be doing, you know. So it's
like I saw this
that's why I'm like like I'm just like it goes back to like not stressing myself over
like,
it. Like
literally, I feel like it goes back to kind of like just trusting, like whatever you want to call it, God, the universe, like just trust in like the plan He has for your life. Because I truly feel like before I had Ezra, like I was so stressed out. Like, you know, I went to college for 3 years. You know, I was trying to do that to please my parents, but I also liked school, but I just didn't know what I wanted to do. And social media was never something that I wanted to do. It was never like a goal of mine. I like to post, you know, I dated a photographer for 5 years, so he was always taking pictures of me and video. And so I always had content. So I was like, oh, posting it, you know, why not? But it was never really anything I wanted to do. I was always just beating myself up, like, because I didn't have it figured out yet. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And like you said, there's like 1,000 things that I wanted to do. Like, I've taken baking classes. I've taken, like, sewing classes. I've taken, like, a shit ton of different classes of just dabbling in different things.
I know. I actually, and I feel like learned from you.
That's really good.
That you can
really that. Like, so you can
following my
see
curiosity.
What you like, you know? Like, you could have done this, you could have done this. And now if you don't want to do that, now you know how to bake cookies really good.
Yeah.
Like, you can
now you're a really great baker.
Dude, and you know the crazy part is that, like, this whole podcast thing, like, it fell on my lap, you know? Like, it wasn't, I knew I loved talking. I knew, like, you know, people tell me that I'm a good speaker and that I give good advice. Like, I get all these, like, compliments all the time. So when I was in college, I was thinking about doing, like, therapy. Fuck a therapist.
No, that's,
dude, but you know what? I just kind of reached a point, like you said, where it's like, I'm stressing myself out more than I'm helping myself. So I need to take a step back. And once I took a step back and just kind of followed my curiosity and just allowed things to be. It'll
really lead you to like where you need to be.
Once I really kind of stopped resisting and stopped fighting like the way my life was. You know, I stopped creating resistance in my life. You know, stopped talking shit about where I was. Stopped talking shit about where I wanted to be and why I wasn't there yet. Like, once I stopped doing all of that and just accepted where I was and started doing the internal work on myself, because if we even go back, like, because like even social media at one point, I remember I was saying like, oh, social media is so toxic, like everyone's like, but in reality it's not toxic. It's what you make of it. Like, it was toxic because I was insecure. I didn't love myself. I wasn't sure who I was, what my values were, what I wanted to share with the world. I was just going on here being bombarded with like all these perfect lives, and I knew mine wasn't, and I was just deeply like insecure.
It was easy for you to look at your life and be like,
it was really easy for me to just be like, this is toxic, like, and blame them. But in reality, it had nothing to do with social media. media.
Yeah.
It was really
everything
all
you see on social media is fake.
It's
anyway.
fake. No, literally.
I'm like,
it is.
let's not look at social media to be like, I want to do this, or like their life is like this, and I want to be like that. Because literally,
and you
follow
learn
your own life.
Exactly.
Like,
and you learn that. And I feel like everyone knows at this point. Everyone puts out like their best on social media, which is fine, you know, but I feel like definitely I've learned being vulnerable being vulnerable and being myself, at least doing the work and just really like getting to this place where I'm comfortable with who I am and the kind of person I want to, you know, portray myself and be authentic. Even with just on this show that I have, you know, it's definitely gotten me farther than when I was trying to be someone I wasn't, or when I was like trying to follow what other people were doing.
Telling you.
Exactly. So that's so hearing you say that makes me so happy for you because I'm like, damn, I love that for you. Like, you know, I want everyone to be in that space where they're like, okay, like I'm good.
I definitely, didn't feel like it was a good space. I definitely felt like, what the fuck am I doing? Until I realized, like, no, like, actually, this is what you should be doing. Like, you should be like focusing on yourself, and like, because in the long run, like you said, like once I really figure out, like, you know, get myself together and like, you know, figure out any like kind of toxic habits or like get that out of the way, like then I can really live my life to my best potential and like really give the world and my family and my friends like my best, you know, and
yourself,
my Instagram,
girl,
like
and
you know, and
yourself,
myself, exactly, and like do the job that I want to do, which is like, you know, this and like, you know, and maybe like you said, like it'll be something different, but I'll still be able to give my best at the time, you know. So but at the like I didn't think it was, I was just like, dang, like I'm kind of just here, like I'm not posting anymore.
I feel like you kind of just feel like stuck, and then you kind of like sit there and like, because I went through like the same thing. Like I have gone through that like so many times. Like I feel like it's not even like once. Like sometimes it happens like multiple times.
I just feel like this time was like, especially because I'm older, this was definitely like more of a, because I've definitely gone through this, but I feel like this time has definitely been like an actual like, because I feel like I've said it multiple times where like, no, like I need to grow, like I need to heal. But I feel like this was the first time that I actually like talk to myself and was like, you know what, like no, like you have to like do the inner work first and then get back to doing whatever you were doing, because clearly you're not happy anymore, you know. So but yeah, it can sometimes be like very like still, like you're not, like nothing is happening. So I would be like, fuck, nothing is happening. Like I'm life is just passing me by. And like it wasn't even that long ago. Like it literally, I just started like feel like what, a year and a half ago, or almost two. Like,
and do you guys notice how like it's crazy, like we're really just being upset over thoughts, like because you're literally like, you're living a beautiful life. You have a job, you have beautiful friends, you go out, you have a fun life. And yet we get ourselves in these like ruts because our mind is just like, you're not where you should be. You're not. And it's like, if we were just able to learn to just observe those thoughts.
It's unlearning that.
Yeah. And exactly. Being like, okay, like
this
is
this.
I'm
who the fuck because it's literally like just really like you are fucking your own self.
Exactly. And when you learn, I feel like that's kind of where I'm at right now in my journey, learning to kind of observe my thoughts when they come up and not like take them on, where it's like, I just had a thought that said I look ugly as fuck today, but I'm not gonna let it ruin my mood because it's just a thought. Like I'm gonna just let it go and keep it pushing.
I feel like I still need to get there.
No, of course. And it's
I for sure still.
And
it's
no,
like,
because I'm like that. Literally, I was standing right there in the mirror, like my hair's not dry. My hair's not dry. Like I need to fix my hair.
And you look
like,
gorgeous, and that's the crazy thing, right?
But like I'm still right there. I'm like, has my hair dried?
We're just so used to identifying like with our thoughts, and I feel like personally, like I'm still struggle, but definitely I've been doing this. I've been on this like journey for like closer to 2 years now, so I can definitely say I've gotten to a point where I'm better at it. But I have some mentors, and they've told me like, you're definitely gonna get to a point where you feel like you're better, but at the end of the day, we're still human. You know, we're souls having a human experience, so we're never gonna be perfect. There's still gonna be things that we're gonna struggle with, but the way we handle it is just gonna be better. You know, so I feel like that's kind of like what I'm at. You know, where it's like, okay, where it's like, I know these thoughts might probably like, I might be able to shift my thoughts, and I'll probably have better ones in the future, but they're still gonna come up here and there, you know. But
of course,
what I love is that I'm not gonna let them bring me down anymore. I'm gonna be able to be like, okay, well, that was kind of
you're
weird.
gonna be able to control your own thoughts.
Like, funny, weird, but it's just like it's like
not
it's
funny,
funny, weird. No, literally. So it's like I love that. I love hearing that because, you know, I want us all to thrive and to be happy and just to live our best lives. Yeah. So to hear that you guys are on that makes me really, really happy.
Thank you.
And I love you.
I love to hear that you are still like on your journey as well. Still learning
it's
new
never
things.
ending.
Yeah,
it's like a never ending journey, but like low key. But I love to hear like as you grow, like there's always gonna be something else,
dude.
Like,
and
I love that.
Better yourself
like,
with,
dude. And the crazy
imagine
thing,
knowing everything.
There are some people who really claim to.
No, really. And you know, the funny thing is like I feel like it's funny because you do fall into that when you're starting to learn. Well, at least I know I did personally, where I was like, oh, I'm learning, I'm growing, and there are moments where like, oh, I'm good now, I know everything, like I got it. But then I'd feel, and then like it's like funny because God is always like, no, bitch, like let me send you this, and then you trip up,
make an example out of you, baby.
Yeah, and it's like. But I'm like, okay, you know, this is, I need to now look into this. Now I need to look into that. So it's like literally, it's like never ending. Like stuff always comes up, and I'm always like, and you know,
because even as you grow older, I feel like you'll learn new habits. They could be good or bad. You're gonna have to unlearn those or whatever. Like later on.
Yeah,
you know, so.
And the crazy thing is, like, I feel like definitely one of the things for me that I've been trying to learn and be better with is like shame. Like, so now that I have like this awareness and like this mentality, I guess that I've carried with me. I like, let's say I make a mistake now and I feel like shamed and like I feel like embarrassed, or I feel like I beat myself up because I'm like, you know better now. Like, why did you do that if you know better? And it's like I'm learning, that happens because really a big part of this journey is also like being compassionate with yourself. Like I said, we are human and we are gonna make mistakes. Like that's never gonna go away. We are gonna fuck up in a way here or there, if like always. So I feel like when I do fuck up now, I just see it as a lesson to like be compassionate with myself and to not beat myself up. It's like, okay, you did that and you did know better, but you didn't, whether because you were triggered or because whatever, and you just didn't choose better at the time. Like, let's just use this as
it's so hard.
It's
doing
super,
that.
but honestly, like it's also very freeing and it's beautiful to kind of be that parent for yourself in a sense, because I grew up with a very harsh mother who was very critical of me and would beat me up, like not beat me up, but like like verbally, she was very verbally abusive. So I carried that with me. I was thankfully I'm more gentle with myself, but I did have a very harsh inner critic whenever I would fuck up or do something.
I feel like
that.
I'm like that too. Like I'll legit be like, no, bitch, like no, bitch. Like to myself, and sometimes I'll even be like, damn girl, calm down. No, but I'll be like, no, like to myself, and I'm like, damn,
and it's
kind
tough.
of a bitch.
So it's like catching yourself when it's like when that moment, choosing to not be that harsh critic but be that gentle parent that you never had, that was like, you know what, you did make that mistake, but we're gonna learn from it and speak to yourself with love, because only I feel like true change can come from love. It can't come from you beating yourself up and like talking down on yourself. Like that's really not gonna get you anywhere. So definitely I see those trip ups as like moments for me to like be compassionate and like gentle. And also like what I love about that, dude, and what I love about that is that because I'm able to do that with myself, I'm able to do it with others. So like whenever like my sister or somebody, a friend, they fuck up, normally in the back I'm like, damn bitch, like, like
no, literally I have realized that because I've been like noticing that I'm like nicer towards people, like my family.
Like you fucked up, it's fine.
And
like,
I'm like, wow, like that's gross.
Right?
Like yesterday when we went to like dinner,
the little video you showed me.
Yeah, like I was like, growth. Like I have a nephew, and he's like, he wanted to take my sister wanted us to take a picture or whatever, and like we told him take a lot of pictures, and like he only snapped one and was like, look, I did it, and we were like, no, take more, and he was like, no, but I already did it, and we're like, take more pictures, and like usually I'd be like, dude, just take more pictures. But I was like, it's okay, baby. How does the picture look?
See?
And he's like, it looks good. And I'm like, okay, let's try again. See? And I was not like that. Like, I was like a little grumpy, little like, no. And I was like, bro, keep taking the pictures. Like, what did I just say, But I've definitely like learned to be like.
And it's beautiful because in that, like, I'm pretty sure your nephew was more like willing to take more. As opposed to if you would have yelled at him.
And I'm over here about to yell at him, and I would have. Like, back in the day, I would have,
See?
Just take more pictures, damn. Just press the button.
How hard is it?
God.
No, and I see, so it's like and I love that you learn to kind of like when it's like they say like you can't make someone happy if you're not happy yourself. It kind of goes back to that where it's like you can't be compassionate with others if you're not compassionate with yourself.
It's so funny like catching yourself too, like when that's happening, because like you know that you want to be like but you're like no, like
let me just take a second.
Like
breathe.
It's literally just a moment of like, you know what, like.
And my dad used to tell me that.
Right. Okay, let me just and then like it's so like I literally catch myself all the time too, and I'm like, it's really crazy. Like
you just need to like relax for like a second and be like, dude, like literally what you're about to
all
say,
along,
like
I could have just been doing
literally. But no, my dad used to tell me, and I would have been like, no, like. So I feel like it's something that you really have to grow and like learn and like be okay with, because
especially because as a child you're so impatient.
Oh,
yeah. So as you grow, you learn patience. So you're able to be like, okay.
Our parents didn't teach us emotional regulation.
No, because they didn't have patience. That's why they didn't have patience.
So that's what the term is, like reparenting yourself, because we didn't have the best example. You know, they did the best they could, but
also like
I even reparented them.
Literally.
No,
I mean teaching my dad stuff. Now I'm like, really, bro?
I mean, not like, you know,
but
we try to share stuff with
that's
them.
like important.
I feel like that's like a thing. I think I saw like a video like not too long ago. It's like your parents raise you and like you grow up with them, and then like you grow up to help them grow. You know, like there's a lot of stuff that you grow, especially like I feel like in a Hispanic home, like when we grow up and like we learn everything over here, like we're now the ones helping them do everything. You know, like and there's stuff that we can teach them, and like now it's like. You have to be respectful. No, I'm just kidding. I tell my dad, I'm like, be respectful to me, like, as a joke. And he's like, no, bitch, you know, like, but it's a joke. Because really hit me.
That's hilarious. I love that. I love this conversation. I'm having a great time. I just looked over at the board for some reason, and the only thing that jumped out to me was ugly pets. What the heck? Why did we write that?
Pets.
Oh, no, pets with the X.
Pets.
And the T.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait. What do you guys what did you say
pets
about
with
pets
X?
with X?
Like, let's say like you're dating somebody. Like, let's say like I was dating this guy and we broke up. This is how I took it. And we broke up. First of all, who's gonna take the dog? Second of all, are you gonna continue to parent the dog? Like, are you gonna continue to do stuff with the dog? Like, I'm not that big of like a dog or like a pet person. I'm like, you keep the dog. I don't want to see you anymore.
I literally would have been like, keep the dog.
No, like I love animals.
The dog.
No, I love animals.
Keep
like
yourself. 2 years off. Like
you
bye.
said, I'll keep the dog.
I feel like
if it was like a cute little dog and it was trained, I'd be like, all right, I'll take you. But like, if it's not trained, I feel
like the whole. I'm so sorry to everybody that did it. I feel like the whole like sharing the dog to go like with your ex, somebody that you're not even married to. I'm sorry, baby. You
no, that's literally
or I'm keeping it, or we could put it up for adoption, or give it to somebody that's gonna love it. Like
because we're not about to share the dog. I'm not about to travel to take the dog to you.
It's just gonna be going back and forth. That's sad. Give it to somebody that's gonna be like in a nice backyard or like a nice home, like being loved. Like, and also why do I have to see you? Like, I don't want to see my like having to like. I don't know.
That's why I feel like. That's why I feel like. Why was there even like a discussion to share the dog in the first place? Like, you want to see me? Like, you want to keep this going? We're really not breaking up at this point. Literally, we're gonna go into some toxicity right now. Come bring the dog.
You're trying to get into
my come pick up the dog.
It's gonna be a situationship now.
Literally, I'm like the dog keeping us strong. No, literally. No, I'm like no. You keep the dog.
Dog is holding us by a thread.
Bro. Literally.
No, we're holding
it's like, hey, you bought the dog food today? Literally, what you doing? Where you going with it?
Like, I bought it last month.
There's so many, and especially if imagine like the guy gets a new girl or I get a man, like the guy's just gonna be coming around.
It's like really a kid. Like y'all really treating this like a kid. Like I know, like okay, no disrespect to everybody who's like kid parent. I mean dog moms and like all that, but like. Get a new dog if you want another dog. Like if y'all have like something, because there's no way.
I just feel like go ahead.
Like also like I get like people be breeding and stuff. Get your money and leave. Literally get your money and leave. Or like also keep the dogs and holler at me when the money is ready. Because I'm not about to be going back and forth with you like to be like let's doing this, let's doing that. And then checking up when you're waiting to get the dog.
Dude, especially if they were toxic. Like,
I feel like an ex is not I guess if the dog happened to be like thousands of dollars, like oh my god, like we saved up and we literally like
I'm sorry, but I don't saw the dog.
I think we got the wrong people to be talking about this dog. I would have been like thousands of dollars for a dog.
Because I'm thinking, because like you said breeders right now, and it literally
that's
just
like
came to mind.
The only thing that people are like. That's like the only thing that I'm like.
And I'm just thinking
maybe
because like I was I talked to a guy where I spent like most of the money. So I'm like, what if I spent most of the money and he only put? So now I'm
on the dog.
I think my mind just went on overdrive right now, but I wouldn't do it. Like Vanessa is not big enough for me to be seeing.
If it was an expense, I agree. I would sell it. I'd be like, don't want my money back. Like
yeah, like maybe like let's like sell it because
I'm
like,
not a big dog person, so it's easy for me to say.
Yeah,
that.
like we're saying this really loud and proud, but let us have a dog person in here. They're like, no, I'm gonna be with my dog. We're gonna share this dog.
I just like dogs. Like I'm not a big dog person either. I've had dogs like my family, like when I used to live with my parents.
Yeah.
But it's not like I ever was like, this is my dog. Like I love my puppy. You know, like
Fuck them dogs too.
So that's how I'm like, but my thing is like, if it's fucking expensive, give me my money. You know, give me my fucking check.
She said, give me my money. She said, fuck the dog, give me my money.
What did you guys say, so?
That we break up with it. Like it's either me or the dog.
Yeah, me or the dog.
Because like what like. It's literally what you said. Like, there's no reason for you to be calling me unless you're trying to see me.
Right, you want to see.
Why do you want the dog is really an excuse.
Wait, the dog talking to you? The dog told you to call me?
I know. You really want to play with the dog
wants to talk to you. He's on the put the dog on the phone. Anyways, y'all had a nice little talk. What you doing? Literally.
There, bye.
Bark back.
Literally, bark, bitch.
Bark, puppy.
Literally, that's comedy. No,
I wouldn't do it.
Oh, say the AirPods already, bitch.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Okay. Oh my god.
But if you watch
my child's not gonna watch this? Okay. Basically, so I found AirPods at my work. So basically, like at the end of the shift, like we all have to like broom our sections, whatever. So I had the boots. So I was brooming the boots and like we have to like, I really like when I'm brooming, I be brooming. So I be going in there, like I be going in there. So like my hand is halfway in the boot type. So like everything's about to come out.
Literally,
I don't know why. Like people, I bet you
like
people
legit,
probably.
I was like, vroom. Okay, next move.
Literally, I'm like, no, let me move the table.
Bro, legit, like if they're about to go up and down there and be like, Leslie,
I don't know what
you
the
missed
fuck.
the spot.
I do the most at
she
work.
does a lot.
I do the most at work.
I don't get paid enough for this.
I don't get paid enough. On
No,
God.
literally.
66 cents was my last check. Anyways.
Oh no.
So yeah. So I was brooming, whatever. I found these AirPods and I was like, oh fuck. And I found the AirPods and then there was like one outside. I never opened the actual AirPods. I was just like, okay, whatever. And I was still cleaning, so I just put them in my mandil and I was like, I'm gonna put them in the hostess station later, whatever. Cause like literally like I had to walk all the way and I was like in my zone. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this after, whatever. So whatever. I'm like cleaning and I end up forgetting to like leave them in the hostess station. So I leave. So I like go home and it's Tuesday, but it's basically my Friday because I have the next two days off. I have Wednesday and Thursday off. So the next day Wednesday, yesterday, I was like, oh, whatever. I was getting my money from my mandil and I find them and I'm like freaking out and I'm like, oh my god, like what the fuck, like what do I do? So like I open them and I put the AirPod back in the little case because I never put it in. I just got them and I put them in my case because I was like, I'll do that later. So I put the AirPod in the case and it opens and my phone's open. So it connects to my phone.
Like it said like
as
to sync. Like it didn't,
yeah. So like it synced and like as I'm grabbing my phone it connects and I'm like, no, like close. So I close the case and automatically it's like J something email like is tracking AirPods. She can see your location. So I'm shitting bricks. I'm like freaking out and I'm like, oh my god, no, like I don't want this to track me. Like I'm gonna go give them back. Like what do I do? So I'm like freaking out and then I disconnect it. I put forget device on Bluetooth. So I'm like, I'm good. Like, you know, whatever. I'm not about to go back to work because it's off.
Your weekend,
so it's my weekend, you know. I'm like, yeah, sorry, y'all can wait. So whatever, the day goes on. I go to the pool with my friends. Jazz is doing like her own thing, and I go with my other friends, and it's two of my other friends, or whatever. And so I'm telling them the story, and they're like, oh no, yeah, like you should be fine. It doesn't track you. But like while we're at the pool, I get a notification, and it's like, AirPods are still being tracked or like a notification, like I just letting me know. And I'm like, oh my god, guys, like I'm like literally freaking out. Like my stomach is in my ass basically. Like I literally I'm going through it. Like I don't don't do well under pressure. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh
No,
my God, like what if
literally.
they come out, like my head, like my mind is already like on overdrive
You're going to
100%
prison.
of the time. So like
jail time.
exactly. I'm like,
from
no,
my job.
I'm
They're gonna
literally
think I
like,
stole it. Like,
they're gonna come
over
find
here.
me. I was like, they're gonna come find me. Like the last known location was Jazz's house. They're gonna go to her house, and then when they don't find anyone there, they're gonna go to my house. They know that I attended their table because obviously like I had all of the booths, so
Damn,
they
bitch.
know. I was like, they know where I worked, and I'm like freaking out, telling my friends. I'm like, oh my God, and I was like, somebody turn it off, and I'm like giving my friend. I gave Jordy my phone because like she usually knows like how to work the iPhone more than I do. Like I don't know why, but she knows. I'm like, do whatever you have to do, but just do it. And she's like, go get the AirPods because the AirPods are in my car because they were in my mandili. So I just left them in there, you know. So I'm literally just basically traveling all day with the AirPods in my car. And then when I had checked it, like the map is like literally everywhere. So whatever. So like I'm freaking out, and she's like, okay, like I disconnected. It should be off, but I'm like still freaking out because I'm like, that's what it said earlier, and it was still tracking me. So I'm like freaking out, and I'm like, oh my God, guys, like I don't know what to do. Like, do I throw them away? I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I'm like, okay, like first of all, before this though, I had called my job to let them know because I'm like, hey, like I found some AirPods.
I was like, call them and tell them before they're over here like
thinking that I stole them. So I'm like, hey, like I just want, like I was like, first off, did anyone call for some AirPods? Because I have them. I was like, it's on me. I was like, I was like, if you need them, I'll go right now. So she's like, no, like nobody's called. I was like, okay, well let the manager know that I have them, but I'll give them back when I go back Friday. I was like, just give me a couple days. And I was like, I'll go back Friday and I'll give him. She's like, okay, that's cool. Like, I'll let the manager know, like, he's here. So, like, I'm like, okay, feeling a little bit better. But I'm still like, damn, what if they don't give a fuck? And they're just like, let me go find this bitch. Like, they could track me. So I'm like, asking everyone, I'm like, do you guys know if like they could track you? And then they're like no, nobody that's lost their earphones like has actually tracked them,
anybody. Yeah.
But you don't know. People are like, you never know. So I'm just like, well,
I know a couple of people that would have.
Exactly. So I was like, well, that's why I was freaking out because I know people that would have too. So I was like, fuck, like, oh my God, what if they actually like come over here? So like honestly, like I'm everywhere. I'm walking around the pool. Like I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Whatever. So the day, literally, there was like a way to disconnect them, but I didn't even want to open the case, dude. I didn't even want to touch it. So I was like, just leave it, whatever. So the day goes on, whatever. Like I leave my friends, we like separate, we go do our own thing, and then we meet up again at my friend's house, or we plan to meet up at my friend's house. So we're on our way to my friend's house. And then the two girls that were at the pool, they're already there. And then my other friend Lobo that had pulled up after is also, we were meeting up at her house.
Like all the three girls were like waiting for us at the house.
So basically our group, we're all meeting up. So all the girls are together except me and Jazz. Me and Jazz are pulling up. So we're like driving, and I get a text from a 951 number. So it's from here. So I don't doubt it for a second. And it literally just says, I know you work at blank, and I know you have my AirPods, period. Oh, and I'm driving. Oh.
And she shows me, and I'm like,
oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
Literally in the passenger
I'm almost
seat,
crying.
Okay, what the fuck's gonna happen?
Like I'm almost crying.
And she freaks out. Like she freaks out. Like she starts to panic, and I get scared when she panics because when she's panicking, I'm like
under pressure when it's like,
work
public events. But when it comes to the law, like I don't know if it's because
I'm
undocumented. No, literally, I don't know if it's because I'm undocumented. So I've always been scared of the law, like the cops and everything. But I'm like, no, like whatever. So I'm like, oh my God. So I immediately send them a text, and I'm like, a whole paragraph first of all. So I'm like, hi, yes, my job is informed of this. I found them cleaning and forgot to put them in the host station, but they already know. I just found them today, but I told them I'd drop them off tomorrow since I was off today. And then I sent them another text, and I was like, you can contact blank and confirm. Like my job.
Dude, tell me why when she was typing the message, she put, "Is this okay?" And she showed him, and she was like,
I literally was like, "We can meet up."
I was like, out of work, and I'm like, "You're not about to meet up with these people outside of work, bitch." I was like, delete that.
I didn't know what to do. So I was like, "Do you want to meet up?" I was like, "We can do that." She was like, "Don't put that." So I just put like, okay, like I just ended up sending another one. I was like, "You can contact my job and confirm." So whatever. So I'm like freaking out, and I'm like, oh my God.
You didn't even stop to guess like how the fuck this bitch should get my number?
No, because I was thinking it was off my email because they gave me their email. So I was like, it probably gave them my email. And people have texted me off my email from other things. So I'm like, that's probably, and I have to change that actually. But they've emailed me before with their number, but to my email. So I was like got my email, like it showed up, like they could see me, like they're gonna track me here. So I'm freaking out, and I'm like, I can't wait to tell, like, not I can't wait to tell the girls, but I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to tell the girls right now.
We're literally walking up the house.
Okay, so we get to my friend's house. I'm walking up the stairs, and I'm like, and as I'm walking up the stairs, like I'm not even in the room yet.
She's like, bitch, guess
I'm like,
what?
you guys won't, like, I'm yelling out the story.
I'm downstairs.
Already.
I'm walking slow as hell because I'm
she
like
didn't even
want to
go because she
I was tired.
had a long day.
It was,
she had a long day.
So I'm like walking up the stairs, down the stairs, and I can hear you guys, and I'm like
walking into the room, and I was like, they texted me, and I was like, they freaking texted me, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I was like, help me. Like, they're like, oh my god, like they're like, no, like they're good as fuck. They're good as fuck.
They were like,
the
oh
way
my
that I
god, what are you
believe
gonna
them.
do?
They were like, oh my god, like what happened? Like who was it? How did they were like, how did they get your number? Like whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. I think they texted my email. Like I was like, I don't know. Okay, so I'm like still in shock talking about it. Like I don't, like it's okay. Like I'm like, thank God I called my job and told them that I have them. At least they know, so they can like, back me up. Exactly, back me up. So as I'm telling them this, my friend Lobo,
she was like, "Let me see it."
Grabs my phone and is like, "Let me see it." And I'm thinking she's just gonna see the text, and she starts texting, and I'm like, "No, Lobo, like stop, please."
She's like, "This is not funny."
I was like,
"It's not funny."
I was like, "It's not a game. Like they're gonna see it." She literally, I see her text something and send it. Like, she just texted, like, didn't even ask it. And I'm like, oh my God. And I was like,
she was like, let me see.
I was like, let me be funny. Literally. I was like, let me see my, like, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, yeah, I'm like yelling. I'm like, let me see. No, she's like
yelling. And I'm like, right there standing like, something's about to go down. Like, something's about to go down. Dude. Because you know me when we like, fuck around a lot. Like, we be messing around. Like, we be saying jokes. So she said something, and I was like, how are we going to recover right now? What's going to happen? Is she going to be mad for a really long time? I'm like, how's it? Like, literally me freaking out.
So literally, like, I'm literally freaking out. And I'm like, what did you text? She gives me the phone. She texted, bitch ass. And
I was like, bro,
my heart to the floor. I was immediately, I'm like, I'm gonna get fired.
And I'm like, I need to do something about Leslie. Like, I was like, what? I legit was like, what the fuck's gonna happen? Because I was like, I know Leslie's gonna get mad, and I was like, what's gonna happen? I was like, I already know. Like, love,
dude,
like,
no, I was like, oh my, like I didn't even. I think when she said that, I was like. No, or was that when I was like, it's not a game? I was like,
you're like, it's not a game.
I was like, it's not funny. I was like, it's not a game. Like, I'm about to get fired. Thank you. I was like, are you serious? Like, I was like, Lobo, why would you do that? And I was
and she was like,
and like, they were all laughing.
Yeah,
they were all laughing. I was like,
this is not funny. Like, she's laughing. Yeah, like, they're laughing, and she's like literally going through it, and we still thought it was all real. Yeah. So I legit was like, so I'm what am I gonna do?
And I'm like looking at the text, like this, like is if not it's real. Like I'm like, she did not just text that, and I'm like. I'm like literally like in my head I'm already fired.
And I was so in shock because
I'm already fired. I'm already out of a job. I can't get my own spot. Like literally my mind went into overdrive. Like
she was so literally deep.
My friends start like they're still laughing and I'm still like in shock. And I'm like, shock, like literally because she works with me. So
I worked there too and I was like, she's for sure gonna get fired. I was like, damn, like I don't even know what we're gonna do when we go into work.
Yelling, like it was us. And I am not processing because like I'm still mad and I'm still like in shock and I'm still like, oh my God, I'm about to like die. Like, you know, they're like, it was us. And then I'm like, no.
No, me too. And I was like, what the fuck was us?
And like my friend Jordy, she's like, Leslie, it was us. We texted you. Bitch, I start crying. No, I go into the restroom and I locked the door. And I didn't start crying, but like my eyes teared up because I was literally like, why would you guys do that? And I go into the restroom.
Literally, dude, I was like a sigh of relief, but I was like, now Leslie's mad. Yeah. You know, like they really did her like that. And I knocked on the door and I was like, Mommy, open the door.
She's like, open the door, please. And
I was like, no. I was like, let me in. I was like, Mommy, open the door, let me in. And I turned around and I look at them and I'm like, you motherfuckers.
What have you done?
Literally, I was like,
I live with this bitch. I gotta
do it. Did you guys want this to happen? I was like, y'all just gonna leave me like this?
No, I literally was just in shock for like, and I was like, literally like my eyes teared up for like 5 seconds, but then I was like laughing because I was like, I can't believe like
they really got you. And literally at the end we were like, why didn't y'all film this? Like, why didn't y'all get it
out? And I was like, I fucking hate you guys. And then they were like, yeah, like it was us. And I was like, really I really wish you guys would have filmed that because like they were like, yeah, like we should have because like I literally was like almost crying. Like
and like her reactions are so strong, you know, to anything like all the time. Like if she like dramatic. Forgets something on the like all the time she'll forget her phone or like her lip gloss or like something on the table. And I'll be like, I'll grab it and I won't tell her. And like later,
she does it all the
she'll
time.
be like, oh my God. And I'm like, damn,
I really
bitch.
freak out crazy. I'm like,
and she has like really strong emotions and I'm like,
dude, doesn't your mom freak out like that too?
Yes, I think that's where I got it from.
Got it
yeah.
from her,
And she'll freak out and I'll like let her run with it.
She'll
for, like,
let me think that I literally lost my phone.
All these bitches are preying on your downfall.
Dude, oh God.
Are they really your friends?
I'm gonna be dead before 30. I'm gonna be dead before 30. I swear to God. The way my heart.
She be going through it and I be laughing, bro. I'm so sorry. Not tell her.
No.
I'll tell her. I'm like, damn, bitch. I'm so sorry I be doing this.
No,
And I'll
literally.
tell
But
her.
like after.
And then
After
I'll be
the
like,
joke is
I'm
done
just kidding
though.
here. And and you better tell them. I only let her last for like 1 second because
you feel bad.
Like I will
Yeah.
sometimes like if it's not that
She's
serious,
like,
I'll
The
laugh
way
like
my
a few
heart's
minutes.
already on 10 right now. I'm like,
But like
damn.
I really can't handle it. I'll be like, damn. And then like, I'm just kidding and I'll give it to her like
No, yeah,
every
she
single
does,
time.
she does, yeah.
Because like I low-key be scared sometimes too. Like, damn, she really gonna get mad or something.
I'm
But like
dead.
all the time.
Yeah,
but
no, yeah.
it's
But
okay.
it's like a little joke that's funny, I guess. To my expense.
They got me.
They got me.
It really don't be that serious when I do it. That one was tough.
Yeah,
What they
that
did
one was
tough,
that was a
but-
good one.
Dude,
That was
so
a
you
good
didn't get mad
prank.
at them afterwards? You came out. You were
No,
chill?
no, I literally like I was trying to stay like when I was in the restroom, I was like, okay, be serious, so you could act like you're mad, but I couldn't. It was like literally funny.
We do that. Like I feel like we
Yeah.
try to like do that shit.
They were
to
like,
each
we're
other.
glad you came out like laughing. I was like, no, yeah, like it was funny, but
so
in the moment.
So when are we getting them back?
No,
we're gonna
little
when are we
prank
gonna
war?
Prank a little.
With
I
the
mean,
what?
it sounds like
Little
you need to prank them
prank war?
back.
Prank war?
Personally, I wouldn't have let that slide.
Dude,
but
I don't
that's
have
just
it.
me though. So
Personally, I'd get them back.
personally,
but
I would have pranked them back.
she said,
but-
personally, it's their ass.
Literally,
But
this
no,
this
I'm
started
not-
war.
I'm not a good prank. Like,
I'm surprised you haven't
I'm
thought
not-
about getting them back.
I'm not a prank person.
I mean, it just
either.
happened last night, so
No, it was last night. Yeah.
I go back into work tomorrow. Yes.
Oh, bitch, or
Yeah.
this like weeks ago or something.
No,
No,
this just
yeah.
happened last night.
She's
Yeah.
still suffering.
Yeah, that's why I'm like still.
You're still a little anxious.
She's on my job. Gonna watch
Yeah.
out.
No, even
No,
like,
but I
yeah.
feel like I'm not, and also I'm like, I'm not a good prank person. Like, I'm like a bitch, low-key. I'm like scared. I'm scary. No.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like to prank people, like because I can't get pranked. Like if somebody pranked me,
Oh,
like
okay.
it's hard. Like I don't know how to prank people, and they're all tough. Like I don't know. Like
yeah,
I wouldn't even
I'm
be
like
able
trying
to
think,
prank
I'm like,
them.
how
I
would
feel.
I feel
Because
like
if anything, I'm so gullible. They be pranking me
I
all
can't
the time.
say anything on live.
yeah,
We gotta cut this out because
we can't talk about our
because I was gonna
plans.
say like
They better
maybe
watch
like if
this.
anything we could prank them and be like pregnant, but that's like
I would.
that's the only thing.
But it would have to be like very tough. Like we would like if we would prank
we
them
would
like
have
that.
to like start it like I'm
and
talking
it would
to
have
somebody
to be
or
me,
like
because I've been talking to somebody like low-key and like I've been like okay.
Yeah,
you know?
I was about to say either you or if it was me, I would have to start it off
Like
like
now,
a week
like-
before, like, hey, I'm talking to somebody, or like
I'm gonna meet
because
up.
Yeah.
I don't talk like they know I don't talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
don't talk to guys for entertainment like anymore. I'm so way past that. So they would
Dude,
know off rip like bitch, you didn't do
Yeah.
it. So
Literally.
like, and she's actually talking to somebody. So
And
they
this is the
probably
first guy that I've talked to in like 4 years. So like if I was over
So-
here like, oh, I'm so serious about this guy or something, and like
they
came out and
probably
be like,
believe it, but,
maybe we
like,
could, hey,
yeah.
you know, maybe we're
Dude,
planning
Amazon
something right now.
sells them those fake positive tests.
wait, what?
Oh, I
Amazon.
thought you were gonna say, bitch.
Amazon what?
sells a fake positive test.
Amazon sells them.
No,
Like,
tell
Oh,
me
yeah, I
why.
you
think
can
seen
pee on
that.
it and it'll automatically come out positive, but it's fake.
I literally thought that you were about to say those pregnant bellies. I was like, I will buy one. I will buy one of those. And I will literally be like, for a minute, like just sweaters. Like, I really
Why
do
was I
this
thinking
for
that right
everybody.
now? I was like, should I wear sweaters? But
Like, I'll just wear sweaters for like a minute in front of them and start eating like a lot. Be like, I'm hungry. And I'm a big eater already. So like, it'll be
Yeah.
regular, you know? And like, maybe in like a few months, just put it on one time. Be like, I gotta tell you guys something. Like, tell me that. Because like, I mean, it's summer.
this could be like.
I'm like, it's summer.
This bitch wants to be at the beach
Winter
24/7.
Winter coming up.
Literally,
I
I'd
wanna
be
be at
down
the
like
pool all the
in a
time.
few months to like do it like
I'm
in
down.
winter or
Yeah.
something.
Let me
Because
know.
right now
Saul and I will hide in a bush and record it. We'll get it all on
I'm
camera.
gonna put it for the Besties. Remember this moment. We'll bleep out the prank, but like remember this. Oh,
we could be like, we're gonna go do a show on I Am Besties right here.
We're gonna bring them in.
Take the robot.
I'm like, let me show you guys what I got working with.
Starts rubbing the belly.
Dead. Hey,
that'd be crazy.
Damn, that'd be how we really be able to get one, and we'll have to get them hard for all the times that they've done this.
I know. That'd be a good one. That's like the only one I can think of because, like I said, I'm not a good like
prank.
Like
yeah, I would have never thought to do something like that. Like I just feel like I'm just like damn.
I'm just like damn.
I'm like maybe if I had more time because I guess I've never had to like think of a prank, so maybe like that's why too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that one was pretty good. I was like I thought of that one.
Put it in her notebook. I'll put it in my book.
Like yeah,
dear diary.
Today I really thought of a good prank.
Earlier when you said that you don't talk to men for entertainment anymore, dude, I felt that so hard.
Yeah, it's so...
Dude, and has it ever happened to you where, like, sometimes, like, someone will message you and, like it'll be random and just like let me entertain it. Just for like 1 second.
For one reply.
And then you're like, ew, no. Like, I can't.
Or sometimes I literally won't even, like, because I'm like, nah, it's not even worth it. Like, I don't even want to, it's not even fun. Like,
it's
not
not
that it was
fun.
fun. Not that it was fun
but
and,
like,
it was a game back then. But, like, obviously, guys know it's a game to them.
Yeah.
So it's like, for me to even say that, it's not even bad. But it really wasn't. I'd just be like, okay, if you're cute, like, maybe, you know? But now it's just like, I don't even want to maybe. I need a... Okay,
are you coming with it or not?
Yeah,
like am I gonna marry you or not?
Yeah,
that's really how I am. Like if I see one thing, I can't marry you. I'm like, nope.
I'm so tired. Like I don't know. I just don't have time, and especially because I'm so in my own journey of like doing my own thing that I want to do my own thing. If you're not gonna like. If you're gonna add value to that or help me continue to do my own thing and I could help you do the same thing, then there's no reason and I don't want to waste my time. Like,
dude, it's funny,
like,
but all I need is the way they slide into my DMs. Like that's all I need.
That's all I need. That you come,
that's
will determine
first
everything.
Impressions are so big for me,
big.
and it goes right into first DM. It's kind of like a first impression, kind of. I mean, not really, but you know what I mean.
Like really, you're gonna slide like that, like
exactly. That's why it's like
that's how you're gonna approach. Like
dude,
that's what you think that you're gonna get me with.
No,
the hey cutie, hey hottie out.
Like, ew, hey hottie, hey sexy.
Dude,
hottie? What the hell? Like if somebody says,
like, I wouldn't even know what to say is like a good. Because I've had like a good like.
What would you say is a good one? Like
for me personally, what would work better for me? I think you guys mentioned it one time. So, when you said like I'll actually like respond to a story, like if like or like maybe like if I've been following for some time and I see that they like something or they go out to eat somewhere, like if they're attentive or like they pay attention, like notice little things about you and they approach me with like something that they notice about me or make a comment like regarding something I posted, like that's a better personally than like hey what's up like on some dumb shit
just like a regular hey
like a hey
what's
up,
like start a conversation if you're willing I think that's what it is for me then.
Okay, that's a
when
good one.
Somebody like goes in to start a conversation instead of like the typical hey, because then now I feel like I gotta
it's because like if you say hey what's up, it's like why am I responding to you, like for who, for what, like why, like I feel like there's you know like
I don't even know how to explain it actually.
Like now I feel like I have to do the work. If you just say hey cutie, like what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I'll be like hey. What if I don't even? And especially like I don't even like that.
Like
so
hey,
it's like I already don't want to reply
hey,
to you.
Hi, like like if you ever DM me hey what's up, you're never gonna get a response.
Hit me with like a random fact,
dude.
They're like hit me with a story. Hit me with like I don't know something funny. Like I don't know like something like I don't know like those like even if I don't reply, those are usually like in my request DMs the ones that I'll read because I'm like that's funny. Like why would you say that? But I mean I won't reply because it'll be like some random man or like some random person that I don't know or someone that I'm you know. But it's like those are the ones that I read because they're funny or like I'm like damn if it's a joke. Sometimes if it's a joke I'm like I wish you were my friend because I'd be like LMFAO like you know. But it's like I don't want to like I said I don't want to waste my time so I'm not gonna respond. I don't want to waste your time.
But I was like good one sir. But like send this to your buddy.
Screenshot.
Let me read this to you. What?
I'm dead.
I don't know why I just thought about this.
What I want to know now.
Somebody said dating me is like leaving the windows open with the AC on while driving with a flat tire. Care to join? It'll be something you won't forget.
I'm dead.
I was like, so
they
it's
really
a shit.
thought that one out.
I was like, so it's a shit show. Like, you want me to join the shit show? I was like, as long as you don't ask me for gas money, baby, we're good. And he was actually cute. So, dude, that shit was funny as fuck, you know? Because it's like,
see?
bro, like,
that's a good
that
little,
was funny as fuck. Like,
starter.
I literally was cracking up because I was
Yeah.
like, bro, like, that's the first thing that came to my mind. Like, bro, it's a fucking shit show. Like, I'm down.
You said, okay,
Count me in,
You
babe.
said, what time are you picking me up? What time does the drive
No,
start?
yeah.
I was
See, like stuff like that. Like, it's more, it just gives me like more depth. It makes me feel like, wow, you actually want to have an actual, like, talk about something. Because I feel like Hey is very like broad. Like, it gives me like you said, like, am I gonna start the conversation? Do I have to start talking about something? You know, or like you started talking to me, like, what do you want to talk about? You know,
what do you want to talk about?
If it's somebody that I find attractive, like, I would love if you like start a conversation instead of just saying hey, because like,
and this
if you're cute, like me, you know, but I don't want to feel like, I feel like before I have been known amongst my friends to shoot my shot. I used to shoot my shot a lot. Vanessa, you actually know this too, actually.
What? Yeah.
I used to shoot my shot a lot.
Oh,
I don't
period.
do that a lot
that.
at all anymore.
Dude, she even did it in person at the mall one time. Like, this bitch really does not give a
I really
fuck
be shooting
to
my
shoot
shot.
her
Like,
shot. Like, she really does not
especially,
care.
but now it's not that I don't want to because I'm like, guys have to do it now.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, I want to find, like, I want a guy to want to, like, you know, not that guys don't come, but like, I want, like, obviously, like, the guy that I find for myself one day, like, will be the one that comes up to me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want
That's
to.
why I've always felt like my friends have always been like, shoot your shot. And I'm like, no. Because I'm very old school and my dad has very, like, so much taught me to be so old school. Like, you know,
I feel
like
your dad's older. So
very,
that's why.
he's like,
because my mom's, I feel like my mom's younger generation, so she's always been like, no, you, like,
like you do it. Yeah.
Her dad's older, so I
no,
totally
like my dad
get
and I've been the only
mindset.
girl like in the family, like really, like my sister and my mom weren't there. So I grew up with my dad and 3 boys, and they taught me like I am the prize. Like, I'm the little girl. Like, they're all, like, my brothers were all younger than me, and they all started to respect me like I was the woman, like I was the girl. Like, they had to be nice to me. Like, they had to do this for me. And, like, I'm not asking for a man to come over here and, like, do all this shit for me either. Like, it's going to be equal. I'm going to do shit for you, too. But, like, I need you to be the man, you know? Like, so I've always thought, like, oh, no, like, the guy that I'm going to be with, the guy that I'm going to marry is going to come up to me and, like, approach me and like how I should be treated. And if I'm gonna go up to you, then I'm not gonna marry you. So why am I even going up to you, wasting my time? So and that's why when they would tell me to shoot my shot, I was like, I will never shoot my shot. Like, I will think you're so handsome or something, you know, and like I'm not gonna shoot my shot because first of all, like you saw me here too. So I'm like, am I not your type?
Conversation about this actually, like I don't know if we can touch on that. Really, I don't know if you remember the conversation we had.
About
like basically like it was a different kind of conversation, but it could go into what we're talking about now about like if we approach you, like we don't think we're gonna be with you.
Oh,
like if I approach you, it's because like I'm like, okay, you're cute. I could approach you like you know, it's just like a little hey, like, you know, let me flirt with you or like let me like, you know, a little fling, whatever. But like I like off rip, I already know like I don't think I see myself with you.
I feel like I feel like we did that like a little bit maybe when we were more younger. Like
for
that's
sure.
how
No,
I would go.
For sure did that. Obviously, like I wish you my
like
shot.
It was like more of a younger thing. Like okay, like I'll talk to you, you know, but I know that I'm not gonna be with you. Like type.
I don't know
thing.
why now, but when she had started talking about it, and I was like, actually, that's how I am too. Because now that I'm older and I'm like done with like, you know, trying to entertain like guys, now I'm like, no, like I don't want to. I feel like the guys that I'm like, oh, I would shoot my shot with them. I'm like, I don't ever see myself with them. I'm like, I need a man to come up to me. And, you know, like I don't even know how to
me.
Come get me.
I think
I don't even know how to explain myself.
I definitely
but,
see
you know,
both perspectives. Like, you know, you feeling like
I do respect the woman who shoots her shot though. Like for sure. Like obviously, you know, just my
this is not stopping nothing.
I feel like the important distinction for women, at least personally, like if I were to, I never approach a man either. I've never done it because I'm too chicken shit. I wish I was like had the balls to like you, but. Personally, I feel like what would make the distinction for me, like, is I would be down to, like, approach a man first, But what follows after, I won't chase after. Like I feel like if I introduce myself to you first because I think you're handsome and I just want to get to know you, okay, I'll establish. Obviously, if I came up to you, obviously you know I'm interested.
Yeah.
But if you show no effort or chase me or like try to like get me to fall for you or something, then I'm off it. You know, it's I already dead right there. You know what I mean? Because me introducing myself is enough. Is all go exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I see no interest from you and you're not doing anything to conquistarme a mí, then it's done. Like that's it. But I feel like that's the distinction. I feel like that women should kind of take into consideration because I know women that do shoot their shot and then chase the man, and that's not right. Also, that's not right.
I have had, and honestly, for like a few months, like I even was like, is this the only way I'm gonna have a husband? I've seen, I've met like a few relationships that are so good and so strong with the girl shooting their shot, and like treated beautifully, and like I've seen, and I'm like, damn, let me find out this is the only way you can be in a relationship.
You're like, fuck,
literally,
I'm doomed.
Oh my god, like I either was like, I'm gonna really have to shoot my shot, and my friend Lobo like has been telling me for a minute to shoot my shot, and like I'm like a little chicken shit, and like I won't, you know. And like also like what my dad said, so I was like very stuck between like, should I get out of my belief to do that because I was like, damn, these people are heavy, you know. I'm like, or should I not, you know? And like I haven't, and like I didn't, but like I was always thinking that too, like you can really shoot your shot, and I've seen so many girls like in happy relationship, but it does like, how is the man gonna be afterwards? Like the girl's not gonna forever be chasing you.
Definitely,
like, you know,
definitely like if introduce. I feel like I see it as like introduce yourself, but let them do the leading afterwards. You know, follow their lead.
Watch what your next words are gonna be.
Literally, like if they're gonna say some out of pocket shit or like some like dumb shit or like they're just not gonna show that interest, then off it, you know. But if they show they're interested and they're leading and they're they're trying to get to know you and like letting you speak, asking you questions, they're curious, they're not like annoying or like just like
they
about
actually
looks.
Want to like they're getting to know you like
then that would
like
for
interest.
sure.
Yeah, of course,
for sure.
Of course.
Well, I love that, ladies. On that note, thank you guys so much for joining us, besties. I hope you guys enjoyed today's conversation. I had so much fun with my beautiful cousin and her gorgeous best friend. Thank you guys for joining me. I love you guys so much.
Literally, it was so much fun.
I loved it.
I knew we were gonna talk like forever.
I know. I literally was like, and it's like literally, I was drinking water. I was like, man, that's a little dry, but I'm gonna continue. I'm like, but
the way I never drink water, the way like my flask is full. The only one who said no water, I was like.
Dude, my shit's gone. I was like, ooh, this is a good conversation.
This is a good
conversation. I need to hydrate. I was
like, literally.
Hey, this little drink kept me going.
Period.
Literally. Was hydrated the entire time. I was like, I'm
I
good.
have energy. She was like, let's talk about it. She said, we could do another session. You want to change out of this room? She was like, let's get into it.
I have another fit in my car.
Literally.
No, well, love you guys. So, as always, I'm your host, Vanessa, and you can go ahead and just your name and if you want to plug your socials or anything else, you're more than welcome to.
Okay, thank you guys for having me. My name is Jazmin. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's Jazz Lucero. Right? Yeah, Jazz Lucero. That's my Instagram.
Thank you guys again for having us. It was literally a great time. I hope I can be back. My name is Leslie, and my @ is actually going to be Hey Little One on Instagram and everything else. So.
Yeah, everything else.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Yay. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Awesome.